Wild card weekend about to kick off. I got my main man, one of my best buddies, the man with the mustache, Ben Bartelt, in the house.
Man.
Although, Ben, pretty pissed at
What's
you
going
for
on?
beating me in my league this year.
Hey, man, some things happen. Some things got to happen. What can I say?
Bullshit. No, it was. You know, it was bullshit. You were 1-5. I was 13-1 with high points and by a mile and whatever. Both my home leagues, first place. You were in both of them. I was first place, high points. Hey. I get third place in both of them, and you win my league. Which, you know what? Congratulations. I'm glad you won it, though. I'll say this: I was rooting for you after you knocked me out. You beat me, right?
It. I did.
Yeah, you did beat
semifinal.
Just the saltiest thing about it is the other matchup, though. I would have beat both those teams if I played them. And then I think I would have won the finals too. I think so. It's just like the way the cookie crumbled there. And it is what it is. It was you were the 6th seed, and you know what? Those are the dangerous teams.
I'm telling you, dude.
And I feel like
Rico Dowdle.
Dude. So one big lesson I learned is, I made the playoffs in 32 out of 36 leagues. So stack. My teams, like a lot of my teams died, and actually a lot of my bye teams were the teams that were my weakest teams because they were so good all year. I wasn't making the Michael Wilson moves because I had my 4 receiver set, right? So I was just stacking my bench with running backs like I usually do. And what happened is, like, the teams I ended up winning, I won 9 ships, were the teams that were like borderline making the playoffs. And I picked up the Michael Wilsons of the world. I picked up Kenneth Gainwell, guys that I didn't pick up the other weeks. I was looking for like league winners, when in reality, the league winners were the Michael Wilsons, but I just thought it was more of a rental. So I think that the lesson learned is, even if you don't see that person cracking your lineup, but like there's a path to relevancy, like you never know what's going to happen. So like pick these dudes up.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, on just the win in general, I have no comment on it. It was, I don't know how the hell it happened. Like you said, I started 1-5. Like fucking Rico Dowdle, man, he saved that entire team, because who was my first running back taken off the board in that team? Fucking Tyrone Tracy, who got benched. What,
yeah,
week 2, week 3?
He stepped it up towards the end though for you. Yeah, he got hurt
because of the scat injury. I mean, my other best player was Trey McBride, to be honest. Otherwise, it was just the consistent wide receivers of like Chris Olave, like people like that I knew was going to probably put up 15 points. But otherwise,
it was a hell of a payday for you, Benny.
Rico Dowdle, man,
cheers,
it was.
Cheers to you.
It was. I appreciate it. It was about damn time. Like I told you, it was about damn time when I won one of your leagues.
I've won a lot of my leagues.
I finally got
40% clip.
It's been years in the making.
You've placed a lot. You've placed a lot, but Dakota says, Rob, I have you 7 yards on 6 carries versus Niners D. Just need you to tough out 6 carries. Do I get a touchdown there, Dakota? That's all I care about. To save my fantasy day, can I at least have a tutty in there? Or maybe a catch for PPR. Get me a little 2.2, right? No, I couldn't do that.
You don't think so?
Soft, but, dude, if I wasn't for my knee injury, car accident knee injury, I don't know, dude. I think we underestimate how hard it is to play in the NFL. And like, I'm 250 pounds, so I do have the size. Like, I'm actually bigger than I'm Derrick Henry size. You think about my weight. Think about that for a second. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm not that big of a dude. Like, I weigh as much as Derrick Henry. It's just fucking wild. But if you saw Derrick Henry in person, how much bigger is he than me? He's 6'4", he's 250, he's chiseled. He takes up the size of the door frame. That's what was it Collins that was saying that? He's like, I didn't want him to leave the door frame because he's like the same size. I'm not that big. I look a lot smaller. But yeah, we would all get destroyed. Ben, you could probably play some fullback though.
Fuck it. I'll crack somebody in the head. I'd crack somebody in the head. I'll go out there and block.
Hey, you ever accidentally masturbate to young pictures of your mom?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
That's
how Chris Collinsworth starts for real. I think I actually said that to you once. That's kind of how Chris Collinsworth starts his any conversation in life. He's just like, so Patrick Mahomes. It's like, what the fuck? Why are we talking about Patrick Mahomes? Chris Collinsworth only talks about Patrick Mahomes. It's his fucking love, dude. He loves him. And maybe he can find a new love. I think he would love Josh Allen. Like, personally, what do you prefer? Watching Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes play football?
I mean, we've watched so much of Patrick Mahomes. I would much rather watch Josh Allen. And I am just so sick of Collinsworth saying that every damn time he's on the mic.
You know who I don't want to watch? Jalen Hurts.
I
J-Bob's in
agree.
here. I'm sorry. That probably cuts close to you, but it's true. What's going on, Jason? How you doing, buddy? NFL playoff fantasy draft coming tomorrow night. Jason, I got to remind you, I feel like you're the one guy that might miss it because you've had a little bit too many Busch lattes. So don't miss it. You've already paid,
Hell
and
yeah.
you have the 4th pick. So, and the nice thing is Jason, Jason's a Bucs fan, so I know he would have probably just picked a bunch of Bucs players. So that probably saved him from himself because I don't think the Bucs would have won that playoff game.
Hey, me with the Bears.
All right, we got a lot to get into, Benny. Talk about all the playoff games.
Let's get into it.
Just a bunch of good stuff. So we're going to go in kind of chronological order here. Just keep on putting your comments in there, boys. We'll get to all of them in due time. You want something answered, commented, anything, drop me a $2 super chat, and I'll answer whatever the hell you want me to answer. What player is going 1-1 tomorrow? Dakota asked me this question. We have the first pick, me and Storey. So I can't give away our thing. We're actually still deciding, just so you know, because me and I already have my pick. I know who I want to take. Storey is it's a half team, so I'm not going to just like overrule the guy. I'm going to keep on just trying to like slowly give little hints on like who we should take. Let's get to the first game here. It is Rams at Panthers. It's up to 11 points right now, Ben. It's on the road, cross country, up to 11 points. But the Panthers are not a playoff team. The fact that they backed into the playoffs, they lost their last 2.
What's the weather like there, though? I mean, if it's gonna be
fine.
Yeah, as long as the weather's fine.
The game. So the Panthers did beat the Rams 4 or 5 weeks back, and that was a pretty heavy rain game, if you recall. So that I think is like any weather is going to be advantage Carolina, right? The worst team I feel like always is favored. It always it just is an advantage to the worst team because it could get mucky and fumbles and shit like that. So in terms of betting on it, would you touch this game? And then is that too many points? I guess I'll ask you that.
On the second question, regardless of matchup, yes. Anytime for me when it gets to double-digit points, I gotta stay away. I mean, that you never know what the hell could happen
on the road too.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not going to be like perfect conditions, especially for an LA team. I mean, they're going to Carolina, so it's not going to be. They're not going to be playing in fucking 75 and sunny. So it's going to be different. We'll see how rain/snow handles. So I don't know. I'm probably staying away from it in general, just because 11. That's a steep number. If it'd be different for me if it was like 8.5, 9.5, I might fiddle with, but 11, there's no shot.
Well, you can essentially get a backdoor cover down 17. So 3 scores down can get you a backdoor cover, which is quite scary. And if it goes to 11.5, you can. That's just a lot of points. But I mean, I would never bet the Panthers just because I know it's like the sharp money might go there, but. Would it surprise you if this game was 28-3 in the second quarter? And
no.
At that point, what do the points matter when you're chasing that many? And I think the Rams are a team on a mission. At least, McVay is that coach. He's not going to, let his foot off the gas. They've been showing this all year that the Rams are just going to throw. So when they're up 28-3, if they're up 28-3, they're going to throw.
They've had a couple ugly losses too. So I mean, now that it's playoff time, like you said, McVay is McVay. He's going to try to prove himself. So I don't disagree that it's probably going to end up being like a 28-3. The number 11 just scares the shit out of me too much that I'm staying away.
I don't know if I've ever seen, for instance, I know Houston and the Rams are two different tier teams. I'm just going to jump ahead for a second. Texans are only 3-point favorites at the Steelers. Now, I know the Steelers had that pretty impressive victory, if you want to call it impressive, against Baltimore. But it's how much better are the Steelers? Are the Steelers that much better than the Panthers? I think they're the same tier of teams, right? Just 500 teams. And who do you trust more, Aaron Rodgers or Bryce Young? I think I trust Aaron Rodgers more.
100%.
Yes, the Rams are a better team than Houston, but Houston has the number 1 defense in the NFL. So it's why is that game -3 and this one's -11? You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like an 8-point difference to me.
Yeah. I mean, my guess is at that point, your exact point there was Aaron Rodgers and Bryce Young is probably the way books are looking at it. Who knows? I don't know.
I just don't trust the Rams.
I'd be.
So I think the answer is the bet might be just over 46.5 points. Like if they're having this high of a line, and I don't trust.
Is that what it's at right now? 46.5.
Yeah, it's not that high. I mean, I think it's because the blowout potential. If you get a 34-10 game, something like that, where you have the Rams put up the points, but like, I don't trust I don't see the Steelers scoring much on the Texans. That's my thing. No. That game's at 39.5. So, all right, let's get to the next game. This is a big game for you as a Bears fan, and as well for me. Packers at Bears. We have Green Bay -1.5, I believe it's at right now. So it opened at Bears -1, Bears -1.5. It is flipped. It's essentially a pick 'em though. So give me your Bears fan take, and then give me your give me your take with your heart, and then give me your take with your head. What do you think how this game's going to play out? Again, weather game, by the way, really windy. I had Caleb Williams over passing and rushing yards, and I cashed that out because this is like 30-mile-an-hour winds, bro.
Bear on the fucking moon. All right, that's my take.
So that's your heart, right? Your heart says the Bears are going to crush, or what does your head say?
We'll see. It's probably gonna. I mean, kind of like how every Bears game has been this season. It's probably going to come down to the wire. I am just nervous as shit is what's going to happen with this defense. Regardless of if it's windy, somehow, some way, Jordan Love finds ways to get these 50, 60-yard plays against the Bears. And our defense likes to give up 50, 60-yard plays to high school football teams. So we shall see. I know Gardner Johnson's still not practicing because of concussion. We'll see. Kyler Gordon practice came back. We'll see. I have more faith in probably Rome playing than Kyler Gordon, so we're going to see on that one. But
you think the Bears are going to be able to run the ball against the Packers? Because that's the key. If we can run the ball against the Packers, we're fine. If we can't, there's some major issues with the weather and then Caleb just being erratic. I mean, he's just not been playing great the last 2 weeks.
He needs to make some more decisions, especially if it is going to be that windy. He needs to make some more of the decision to tuck it and run than he does to try to fire a ball into these stupid-ass pockets. I do think we're going to be able to run it against them. It's been proven a couple games that they can get run against. And, I mean, their last 4 games in general, they've gotten the ball run against them. So I'm not necessarily too worried about that, especially if Braxton Jones comes back too. So
J-Bob says go Birds. Do you like that?
Can't disagree. I mean, we had a pact with the Eagles earlier this season, so I can't necessarily disagree.
Eagles. Go Birds, though.
Oh, go Birds.
All right, fine. Go Birds. Right?
I know, go Birds.
Get your hand off my knee.
Go Birds.
Nah, go Bears.
Okay, so if you had to bet your hard-earned money on this game, let's call it a pick 'em essentially, money line. Are you taking Bears? Are you taking Packers?
I both head and heart. I think I'm taking Bears.
Away? Or is it a stay away? For me, it's a stay away. I think it's such a close game. Division rival.
Dude, this is a true like coin flip. Like genuinely, like this really could go either way. And we saw that with the first 2 games this year.
The Bears should win this game. There's no reason the Bears shouldn't win this game. We're at home. We have our pretty much full health. Like we're not missing Micah Parsons, dude. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, that's a big loss. And like I'm gonna make this point. Travion Diggs playing in this game is not an addition. Travion Diggs is a subtraction. He's bad, and he's new there. It's like, dude, I don't think he's good. So, like, would it surprise you if he gives up a 60-yard touchdown pass because he's a roamer, man. He's a gambler, and I don't like that personally. If I'm thinking of that defense, the way it's usually they're bend but don't break. Now you don't have Parsons. Like, you don't want a guy out there roaming, and you just got to stick to the fucking system. And I don't know. I've never seen Travion Diggs ever do that ever. So.
No, but is it going to surprise you if the Bears defense first play of the game just gives up a 60-yard bomb to Christian Watson?
No.
To me, no. Exactly. So that's what makes this so fucking hard because our defense sucks.
Let's see here. A couple comments. What do you call 53 millionaires around the TV watching the Super Bowl? The Dallas Cowboys. Ooh, he must be an Eagles fan.
And every year,
J-Bob's probably just touching his nipples with that one. Well, yeah, the Rams. So we had Evan just ask Panthers versus Rams. We just talked about that. We're a little sketchy on the line. 11 points is a giant fucking line, but that just shows you that like there's just like not really a chance the Panthers win this game. I don't think that's in play. I just don't. Outside of Matt Stafford getting hurt, I don't think there's a chance that the Rams lose this game. They already lost to him once this year. Like that's good for the Rams. Like they saw the blueprint of how the Panthers are going to beat them and run the ball. And the Panthers had what, like 24 yards rushing against the Bucs last week in a rainy game, in a winner go home game,
and they couldn't do it. Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to change. The Bucs defense was actually really gettable on the ground too the last 5 weeks. So I think the Bucs rush D and the Rams rush D is pretty similar there at that stage of the season. So I think they're going to make Bryce Young beat them. And outside of one game where Bryce Young had 450 yards and 3 touchdowns, which was a fucking fluke of flukes, have we seen Bryce Young really step up? I don't. I just saw him at 54 yards against the Seahawks 2 weeks ago. 54 yards against the Seahawks. So, yeah, we're definitely on the Rams. In terms of betting, I think the bet we said we'd take the over 46.5 instead of fucking with the line.
Staying away from the lines.
I am staying away from Bears-Packers line. I think if anything, I would throw the under 45.5. Yeah, we know you like the Bears. We know that.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. You have a good mustache.
Yeah. Bear down. That's what it's for.
Bear down.
In reality.
Yeah. And I guess if you want to see what we think might happen in the Rams game, here you go.
It's actually probably a pretty accurate representation, to be honest.
I love Commando. What are your thoughts on Arnold? Are you a big Arnold fan? I know it's like before.
I love Arnold.
But
no, I love.
He's
Arnold.
funny. He just looks great with his shirt off. All right, Bills Jaguars. This is another one that, man, I want to bet the Bills so bad. I want to hear your take. I got to hear everyone's take on this one. Bills at Jaguars. Buffalo's -1 on the road, over under 52 points. So Jaguars are probably the hottest team in football if you think about it.
Yeah, I know that
is playing the best football, like of any quarterback. I mean,
scary, but I mean,
week 8, he's on fire.
If that Bills defense can show up and just throw that Jags team off their game, they're, like you said, they're the hottest team in football right now, especially that offense. They're just on a tear. If the Bills defense could show up like the Bills defense we seem to know, I should have no problem taking the Bills, but dude, that Jaguars team they're coming in right in a hot wave right now.
So like all the models and like, gambling experts, they all have the model. Like it should be Jaguars -2.5 with them being at home, with the Bills having all the holes they've had, with Josh Allen being pretty dinged up. I know he got the week off, week 18, but like if he has, we don't know. So the worry here for me is we don't know the extent of Josh Allen's injuries. We know he has a wrist injury and a foot injury. We know that. We don't know if it's a sprain. We don't know if it's a fucking fracture. We don't know. Would it surprise you if he's playing with 1 or 2 broken bones right now?
Because it's Josh Allen. Not one day. It's Josh Allen. Yeah. So he started drinking when he was 12, so it's Josh Allen.
Of betting on the Bills, because like betting on the Bills, I'm betting on Josh Allen because the defense I can't really trust. The skill position players are just absolutely dog shit. And if they can contain James Cook, it's going to be the Josh Allen show. And if he is, you saw that game against the Eagles where they should have won, but he was refusing to run. It was a messy condition game. That was when he had his leg hurt again, his foot hurt again. He was refusing to run that game until like it was around the goal line. And if this is the version of Josh Allen we get now, I know this is the playoff, so it's like he's going to lay it on the line. But if he is hesitant to run, he's not a run-first quarterback in this game because his weapons, like you literally have Gabe Davis and fucking Brandon Cooks and Tyrell Shavers, and the list goes on, and Dalton Kincaid, who's not full strength anyway. So it's like, do you trust Josh Allen? I do trust Josh Allen. I would bet the Bills over the Jaguars, and I'm still probably not going to play it. Which way do you lean in this game?
Yeah, I probably am still leaning just more Bills, just because I have that much more trust in Josh Allen than I do the Jaguars team. Granted, as hot as they are right now, betting on the Jaguars, second I do that, they're going to come out and play like the Jaguars we are used to them seeing. and it's going to be 40-5. It's just, for me, it's just easier to and more trustworthy to bet on Josh Allen, regardless of the weapons, regardless of the injuries. Josh Allen is Josh Allen, and he will will himself to a victory if he has to.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, Sunday afternoon, we have Niners at Eagles. Philly minus 4.5, over under 44.5. So J-Bob, our boy J-Bob, is he's playing the house.
Again.
He's won from my bets this year. He's put it on the Eagles money line, which is not like a lucrative. The payout's not great.
What's it at? Like minus 190?
I'm looking right now, and they're minus 4.5. Usually that's minus 180, minus 190. That is minus 238. Jesus.
Whoa.
So if you put $100 in that you're only winning. That's to win like $40.
Yeah.
So like I definitely would rather bet them on the line because I think there's a chance. There's a chance the Eagles smoke them. We just saw the Niners get smoked. Not smoked, but they scored 3 points against the Seahawks. And the upside is that this team has kind of been sleepwalking the whole year, and then they're defending champs, and they come in and just they run the ball on their throats, and they get big plays with AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, and the Niners just can't play from behind because that defensive line is too good at the Eagles. But I think there's a good chance that now I don't think there's any chance that the Niners come out and destroy the Eagles. I think they're winning by between 3 and 7 points if they win. But there's a chance the Eagles just steamroll them. So like I think the bet would be the line minus
4.5.
I'm not doing minus 240. That's just not any value there.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking money line. I do actually really like that 4.5, but I do see a possibility of it turning out to be a Bears-Niners game where it's just kind of shootout to the end. But I'm still taking Philly because that 49ers defense is just atrocious, and the weapons that Philly has on offense. Granted, like you said, they haven't really clicked much this year, but it's playoff time. They are the defending Super Bowl champions. It's going to be Philly all day, every day in this game.
Wow. J-Bob's going to be just rock hard right now. Rock hard. Man, I mean, if I had to choose, obviously I'm taking the Eagles, but I think it's more of a pick 'em. I think it's not quite Jaguars, Bills, Bears, Packers, that level, but the Niners, it comes down to coaching. So quarterback play, I know Brock Purdy, he's coming off a really bad game, but you take away that Seahawks game, which was a divisional game, mind you. Brock Purdy was playing as good as Trevor Lawrence. Like literally besides Trevor Lawrence, he was playing the best ball, and even over Stafford. We saw the Bears game. He was perfect in that game. He's just playing great.
It was Patrick Mahomes.
Kyle Shanahan's a better coach than Nick Sirianni. The coordinator he's a way better coordinator. So they have that going for him. It's just their defense is bad. It's like all-time bad. And I know the numbers don't say it's all-time bad, but talent level, it was a bad defense with Bosa. It was a pretty bad defense with Warner. And now they're both gone, and now you have like Winters is banged up. Like they have a lot of injuries there. So I guess do you trust Jalen Hurts more, or do you trust the Niners defense more? And I think you should trust Jalen Hurts more than the Niners defense. Yep.
I agree. Because in terms of everything else, it probably does lean the Niners' way. I probably would rather have the way that their offense has been playing lately, because we've seen a couple games now where what was it, 2 weeks ago, that second half for the Eagles, they didn't have a single passing yard. I think they had 19 rushing yards and not a single passing yard.
Exactly what I want to bring up was and that was the last time we saw Jalen Hurts. He did not play week 18. So the last time we saw him on the field, his second half, I know they were up by 13, but it wasn't like they were up by 35. Like this was a close game. They should have lost that game. He was 0 for 9. And they had no first downs. Is that correct? One or no first downs?
I think it was 0 first downs too.
So that's gross. I mean, that's like, I know like they didn't have a lot to play for, and like they had locked up the division, all that garbage. I get that. But like, you also want to go into the playoffs with some momentum. I mean, that's a big thing. Like, look at Dan Campbell. He does the opposite. Like, he refuses to go. He even said, remember, he said, it's like, I don't even want to make the playoffs, and we're going to go in there like this.
He just wants to bite kneecaps. Yeah. I agree. Especially when it comes to coaching too. I'm taking Kyle Shanahan every day of the week, especially up against Nick Sirianni. It's just there's levels to that, and Kyle Shanahan is just way above on that level. But it is hard to look past how bad that defense is right now.
It's bad. And I will say this. Kyle Shanahan's a little worse in the playoffs than the regular season. Kyle Shanahan, regular season, one of the best coaches in the league, probably the best coordinator in the league. Kyle Shanahan in the playoffs, especially the Super Bowl, not a good coordinator. Makes a lot of mistakes. And also really bad playing with a lead. But I don't see them playing with a lead. I think it's going to be a close game. And again, I'm taking the Eagles. But if I had to bet the line, I think I might take Niners plus 4.5. I feel like
I'm still taking the Eagles.
4.5.
I don't think I think it'll be a close game, but I don't necessarily know if close game warrants a field goal close game. I think they're still winning by at least a touchdown.
All right, Sunday night, Chargers at Patriots. New England minus 3.5, over under 46. Patriots really close to getting that bye, dude. And you know what? It's not like they don't have a matchup like the Rams do. They don't have a matchup like the Texans do, in my opinion. I know the Chargers are beat up, and they've had some stinkers this year, and Justin Herbert's been awful in the playoffs in his career. But Harbaugh's a good coach. Herbert's a good quarterback. That defense is fucking prideful, and I don't like the matchup for that. I'm taking the Patriots, and there's a reason this line's only 3.5. You know what I mean? Like, this is still a low game.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you this: who do you have more faith in winning on the road, Niners or Chargers? Because the Patriots are like, I like the Eagles'
Chargers.
entire team better, but I trust Drake May more than I trust Jalen Hurts.
I don't know. Just from experience level, I almost will probably say I trust the Chargers more. I don't see a world where that 49ers team beats the Eagles. I can see the Eagles getting knocked out next round, but I really liked your point about they have slow walked the entire season so far. It's going to click at some point with them being the defending champions. So personally, I just don't see the 49ers doing it.
Turning it on is not. It hasn't always worked well in the history of sports. It's just turning it on. We've seen this, dude.
No, but I don't know, that Patriots team is so young, and that's what scares me about the Bears too. Is it was a turnaround like that. These Cinderella stories, how long are they going to last?
Yeah, I just think Drake May is playing at such a high level. Now, I've been critical of the Patriots all year. I just thought I did throw around the word fraud. No, I don't want to. That's a first take comment. So I'm also like the same with the Broncos. I don't think
Stephen A. comment right there.
I don't think any of them are elite, and the Bills aren't elite. I think the one elite team we have is, I think there's two. The Seahawks and the Rams are the two elite teams we have. Because I can't pick a lot of holes. Like Sam Darnold playing awful is a problem. And then the Rams defense can be a little bit exposed. I feel like those two teams, I've been on the record saying the Seahawks, if the Seahawks play their best game, like their best game, 10 out of 10 game, they won't be beaten by anybody. Because that defense is fast.
That defense is not going to be beat by anybody.
We saw Sam Darnold play at such a great level the first 10 weeks of the season. And he's tapered off a bit, but like if they click in an offense, like they don't need to score more than 24 points to almost guarantee victory if their defense is playing well. So like, that's the upside with the Seahawks. So like a team like the Patriots, their best game, they don't tend to blow people out, and Drake May is prone to the fumbly bumblies, dude. That could happen.
So are both of their running backs.
Yeah, dude. Stevenson, nice call. So, are you with the points? Are you taking the Chargers plus 3.5? Are you going to do what I did with the Niners and do this with the Chargers?
I very well could see it coming down to Patriots marching down the field in a minute 30 game and taking a field goal to win it at home. I very much could see it. And in that world, I'm taking the Patriots. But you put those two matchups up against each other, I have a lot more faith of the Chargers going in on the road and taking that victory than I do the 49ers, 100%.
Yeah, I think the Chargers have kind of just been left for dead. I think the offensive line injuries and kind of how they sleepwalk through the last 5 weeks of the season, I think they've kind of just been a forgotten team. And it also has to do with Justin Herbert's fucking broken left hand. Like, that's the concern with me is he's a warrior and he'll play through it, but all it takes is like he's way more likely to get knocked out of a game. Like he could re-break this hand. It could, get worse. He takes a massive shot. Like that's a worry for me. So we're going to be opposite this one too, man. I'm taking the Patriots. I just at home, I feel like this is their. I don't know if they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but like they have to win this game. The Chargers have every excuse in the book where it's like this was still a successful season. Justin Herbert took that leap. Harbaugh has cemented himself as the guy there. And there's all the injuries they had all year. It's like, dude, they haven't had the same. It's like a baseball team that hasn't had the same pitching rotation all year. And they're all coming back from injury, even though like Joe Alt's not coming back in this game. Slater's not coming back in this game. I guess the upside is the Patriots do not have a very good pass rush.
We'll see.
So you're taking Patriots.
Yep.
I'm curious here. We have your last game here. Texans at Steelers. It's -3 right now. I cannot believe this line is staying at 3. I know all the numbers. There's all the stuff about, Mike Tomlin, the Steelers at home in playoff games and Monday Night Football, all the things like that. I don't care about that in the playoffs. I care about the better team. And we just watched the Steelers. I know DK Metcalf's coming back in this game. Should be a nice boost for them, but Derek Stingley is fucking amazing. So like they can almost take DK Metcalf out with one guy. And we just saw them lose in a must-win game against the fucking Browns, dude. Like they scored 6 points against. Like, how is nobody thinking about this right now? Because they've laid some real stinkers, and like there's a couple busted coverages in that game against the Ravens. Like I feel like they should have lost that game against the Ravens. And then if it wasn't for Kyle Hamilton getting hurt, well, the second Kyle Hamilton got hurt, the game like switched. So is this just people hating the Texans?
Yeah, I think it's more so not necessarily people hating the Texans as a whole. I think it's people hating that Houston offense and just not being able to trust that Houston offense, which is what we have kind of seen for majority of the season so far. It's that defense has been the number one defense from week 1 to week 18. That offense has just been going up and down all season long. So it is kind of hard to put a lot of trust in that. So in that world, I do see the line being that low, but I mean, that Steelers team, dude, up against that defense, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening.
How many, like, what do you think the most points the Steelers, if they played this game 10 times, what's the most the Steelers could muster against the Texans?
I think there could be a fluke game that they put up. Yeah, probably a 28, 31 point game, but beyond that. We just
saw that against the Ravens, though, and that was the Ravens defense without Kyle Hamilton. So, like, I think the Steelers are going to struggle to score over, I think 17 is their max, honestly. The Texans have kind of been sleepwalking too, but like this defense isn't hurt. And like that Raiders game kind of kicked it off where they almost lost to the Raiders. But like this is still the best defense in the league at all 3 levels. They're at the best 2 edge rushers combo in the league. Their linebackers are fucking awesome.
Dude,
playmakers.
It's them and the Seahawks. Those are the 2 defenses that those defenses will make or break the game.
So, dude, I think I wanted to just bet -3. I just want to bet Houston -3.
Yeah.
So my bet I actually made was I'll ask you this and see where your pulse is at. Aaron Rodgers passing yards. What do you think the over under is?
I'll go out on a limb, say 186.5?
210.
Really?
I bet the under. I don't bet a lot of unders. That was an easy under for me because I think it's a low scoring game, over under of 39.5. And I just don't like the secondary is too good with Houston. The pass rush is too good. So it's like, where is he going to have 210 yards? So I should just bet the Texans -3 as well, because if this line goes to 2.5,
I'm taking -3.
Or if I can buy it down to 2.5 for like -120, I'm going to do that just because the Steelers, the Texans, I think could win the Super Bowl. Like, I literally think they have the defense to win the Super Bowl and the AFC being wide open. The Steelers have no hope at all, period.
They have the defense to win the Super Bowl. Do they have the offense to win the Super Bowl?
2/3 of the year. Like, it's still not a good defense, you know?
But does that can that Houston offense put up enough points to beat some of these other teams?
Well, let's break it down like this. The best unit in the game, in this game, is Houston's defense. What is the worst unit in the game? Is it Houston's offense or is it Pittsburgh's defense? I think it might be the worst unit, or is it Pittsburgh's offense? Like Pittsburgh has 2 of the 3 options.
Offense, to be honest.
So the worst unit in the game is Pittsburgh. So it's like I don't know this line.
I'm taking Houston.
4.5.
I'm taking Houston in this game regardless, but I mean, like when you get beyond this round, that's when you got to start looking at, yes, that Houston defense is top tier. Obviously, it's number one for a reason, but is that offense going to be consistent enough to keep putting up points against these other playoff teams? Because it's not like they're coming out here and playing fucking Tennessee every week now. Like, they're playing teams that are good. And granted, Pittsburgh might not be good on paper, but they do have enough veteran players to where they've been in these situations. You never know what can fucking happen in the NFL playoffs. So you can never say never.
I think it just could get real ugly and it could go really bad for the
Dude,
Steelers.
We got to definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about.
That was the best one you could have chosen.
So who are you picking the Texans pretty easily in this
I'm
one?
taking the Texans in this game. 100%.
So Rapture says Rodgers throws to his running backs every play, a perfect way to neutralize Texans defensive line. I understand that, but it's like if they also the Texans are aware of this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a surprise like where they're all of a sudden, it's not like Jalen Hurts all of a sudden is going to be throwing to Saquon Barkley, which would be a nice wrinkle. This is the game plan. This is what you know going into the game. It's like just stop Kenneth Gainwell. Can you just stop him getting those 6-yard receptions on 3rd and 5? Right, and you could take DK out of Stingley. That's it.
It's also not like it's just the Houston defensive line that makes up their defense. Like they have the number one defense. Like it's not just that defensive line. They have more than enough players to cover everybody else too. I have no worry about Houston in this game. Granted, could there be the fluke that Pittsburgh just wins? You never know. But to be honest, this game is probably going to end 15-12 with not a single touchdown score in the game, and we'll see.
What do you think the line should be set at? I think it should be set Houston -5.
I was gonna say probably 4.5. 4.5 or 5.
Is crazy. So maybe it'll go down to 2.5.
It is pretty low.
In that
dude.
case, I might even be more scared to bet it because it's like, why the fuck? I don't care about the road game.
What do they know? What do they know?
They know something. I just know Aaron Rodgers. I love Aaron Rodgers, man. I have no problem with Aaron Rodgers. I love the guy, but he's old. He's hurt. He's got no weapons. The offensive line's not great. The defense has questions. Like, I just don't know what the strength of this team is besides grit. And like grit can only carry you so far. Let's not forget the Texans were left for dead after week 6, and they have grit too, right?
Hey, Aaron Rodgers also has a broken hand.
Yeah, he does. Jason says Houston isn't the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens, the 2002 Bucks. Get out of here. Houston has more loose holes than my ex-wife. Well, that's because Jason, because you're hogged fucking out and you gave her those holes. You might give her an additional hole. You know, what's the spot called between your balls and your asshole? The gooch.
The gooch.
So essentially, she has a third hole between her vag and her butthole. It's called the goose. Call it the goose.
The goose.
The loosey goosey. Dude, I don't know. Houston's defense has looked a little leaky the last couple weeks, but like, dude, they're the number one unit in the league. They are. Taint is there. Yeah, the Taint. Good call. The gooch is there as well. Taint. Thank you, Dennis. You know, I got a lot going on here. I can't always just remember all these body parts, although I do have an expertise in that. All right, we're gonna hit you guys with the intro and get to all of your questions.
Happy to be.
Dude, I was at music bingo tonight, and they kept on playing like it was like funk and soul music and shit. And they kept on playing Jackson 5 with like the music video and the little Michael Jackson, super cute kid. And I was just thinking, what Michael Jackson would have done to himself when he was that age. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
God.
if 38-year-old Michael Jackson met 8-year-old Michael Jackson,
I don't think that
my
list
God.
would ever end.
Dude, like that was Jesus. He would have loved himself, right? And maybe it's what he's looking for.
Kid would have taken a trip to a private island. That's for sure.
Whatever happened to all the like other Jackson 5? And I Janet Jackson was not in the Jackson 5, it was all males. So he had 4 brothers. What happened to all of them? You know?
Who knows? Maybe they got taken to trips to Epstein Island too.
Heyo. All right, let's get to some questions here. Jason, that was an awesome comment, by the way. Thank you. And let's see who asked this question. It was Wally asked, "Are we streaming our NFL playoff draft tomorrow?" No, because me and Storey are gonna be talking it out, and we don't want to just give away our picks. So we're gonna be doing a stream after Wally, doing draft grades and going through everyone's team, as well as doing some more preview stuff for the playoff game. So draft is at 9:30 Central. Be over by 11. The stream will probably be around 11:15, and you can count on that, baby. Jason, J-Bob, your birds eat cheesesteaks like corn on the cob. The long way, just like anyone in San Fran, they suck it down. The long way.
That's good. The long way.
We love Jason. Florida Panthers have so few fans. Some people think they are only all 10 Panthers fans. Panthers won multiple Stanley Cups though, so
they've been good recent years too.
Yeah, they have been. Let's see, another Dallas joke here. What do you call a Dallas Cowboy with a Super Bowl ring? Retired. Damn straight. Or you could make a Michael Irvin joke and say they're a crackhead that likes prostitutes. So
true.
I'm still like my mind's still blown about how Michael Irvin is like got back in the good graces of like everyone. Like stabbed his teammate in the neck with scissors, 2 crack busts. Like the first crack bust, he was looking at 40 years in prison. And he somehow got off because he paid whatever. The Cowboys got him off. However that happened. Like I'm just saying, like to celebrate the guy. I'm all for fucking second chances, dude. But like that's 3 chances. He had 3 strikes. 3 strikes and you're out, my man.
To be honest, some of those count as multiple strikes too. So there's that.
Yeah, the hookers and the coke.
And stabbing someone in the neck, like that's more. Yeah. That's more than one strike in itself.
I mean, I go back to Step Brothers where he'll stab him in the neck with a knife. Like Michael Irving actually does these things. So
he actually does
guy.
it.
He's got a lot of energy. Jay says, I see the Jags easy. He sees the Jags easy. So that's just an anti, like just not believing in Josh Allen, or maybe it's just you think the Bills are just duct tape and fucking Band-Aids. Could be the case.
Could be. I don't know. I don't know about easy. I see the Jags. I could see it happen because they are such a hot team. And like we talked about earlier, that Josh Allen does not have the weapons that he used to. And that's going to be hard, especially when he's injured. So we'll see. I wouldn't say easy, but hey, we'll see. That's why it's a low line. That's why it's -1.
Sergio, the road to the Super Bowl is going through Denver. I mean, mathematically, yes. If they win every game, they don't. And just like if they win every game, but like, what if they lose the first game? Do you trust Denver? We didn't talk about Denver, but that's the thing is who do I trust in the AFC? Like the Jaguars, hard to trust with Trevor Lawrence. I know he's played awesome. It's hard to trust. Patriots, only 1 win against any over 500 team. Houston, apparently they're only 3-point favorites against a team that shouldn't even be in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers beat to shit. Like who we actually trust there? I mean, the Bills, obviously they're favored in the game they shouldn't be favored in. They have Josh Allen, but this is like probably the worst Bills team Josh Allen's brought in the playoffs.
Oh, by far, especially in any of his last 3-4 playoff teams. It's nowhere near.
Yeah, it's wild. Real quick, I'm gonna play a clip and grab a beer, and then I have to shout out a couple people, and then I'll be back in 1 second. Don't worry. I'm back.
What a great clip.
Okay. It's my favorite. I play it every single episode. Real quick, shout out to the Patreon supporters. Appreciate all you guys. You guys keep the lights on here 7 days a week, my dudes. Also, you're supporting your boys, but you're getting a lot more access to the Discord community, the community fantasy leagues. We're going to do about 4 or 5 of these next year. Also, if you want into our Dynasty Startup League, we're starting that up here in May. ask for details about that. But that's gonna be an awesome time. Jason, I hope you're in there. Contact me. Guest appearances on the show. You want to be sitting where Ben's at? Let's go. Free
Find the
merchandise
seat.
giveaways. These hats. I'm doing the drawing for January. I give away a hat every single month in about a week. So if you want to put your hat in that ring, so to speak, and also access to my bets. We're looking at 86 and 51. Rough 2 week stretch for me. Still doing well, Ben. Still doing well, right?
Hey, we're still treading water. That's all that matters. We're above treading
treading
water.
water
Right
is
now.
like going 500. Yeah, we're doing a little better than that.
We're
also here selling hunts.
hell yeah.
Hi, Helen. So if you're interested in supporting your boys here, and just, I know football season's over. We're still doing 4 shows a week until April. In that case, we'll do 6 shows a week. That's all NFL draft stuff. And then starting in May, I'll be back 7 days a week. So you're still going to see us 4 days a week with a plethora of topics, including a lot of football talk. Professionalfanatics.com or link in the description for information and details on how you can support and become a professional fanatic, because we ain't going anywhere. A-Rod and Mike Tyson going to flop there. You know what? I fucking hate A-Rod. What a prick. Very handsome man. Very handsome.
What's wrong with A-Rod?
He's an asshole. I prefer Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson's a fucking great dude.
Mike Tyson? But he bites ears off.
I think and he did go to
You
prison.
say he's not a prick?
Documented. No, I think that was a bullshit charge. I think he just had sex with a girl that Me Too'd his ass back before Me Too was even a thing. So,
yeah, fair.
do you know any details about that case?
No, I don't.
Dude,
Don't
she
think I
told
looked much
like
into
she was like a dancer or some shit, and she was like 19, and he was 25 or some shit, like at the peak of his powers. And she told like her friend, she's like, I'm gonna fucking get a bunch of money off Mike Tyson. Like, told multiple people about it. It's documented, and like literally
Oh,
went
what
up
a
to his
whore.
hotel room, went up to his hotel room, and like they had sex, and then she said that she got R word, like
Oh yeah, what a whore. Yep.
And he got convicted and did like 3 years in prison. So pretty
Hmm.
wild stuff. I mean, we don't know what
Real
went on
hard.
that room. Mike Tyson has some mental
Killer.
issues for sure, but
Killer.
yeah. Kneecap Tour 2026. We got Alec in here. Alec
Kneecap
Baldwin.
tour.
If you guys, any of you guys know the famous actor Alec Baldwin, his name is Baldwin. He has a bald twin. This is Alec Baldwin here. He changed his name to Alec Jodway. It's like a stage name. So he doesn't want people to know. He's super famous.
It
He's
is
a big fan of
actually
this
Alec
show.
Baldwin.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Dakota with a good comment here. I only have seen Drake May beat one team with a winning record. That is true. He hasn't played any teams with a winning record, but like you beat who's on the schedule. He also had the thing is Drake May has actually played a lot of really good defenses this year. He's played a lot of bad teams, a lot of good defenses. I still trust him. Oh, you're gonna like this one. This is your wife right here. Bears to the Super Bowl. I'll pay for Ben to get a Bears tattoo. Make him get it on his face.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'll get it right here. I'll get a little Bears logo right there.
Oh, it's got to be a whole face tattoo.
See, Baldwin knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Chargers plus 3.5 all day. Wally, we're gonna stream after the draft. God bless Bo Nix. What are your thoughts on Bo Nix?
I don't know. Bo Nix kind of falls in that same Trevor Lawrence category where they can kind of get streaky. Like we've seen him have those like 280, 290, 4 touchdown games, but we've also seen those 92-yard, 2 interception offense can't produce anything games out of him too. So we'll see.
He's talking about Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers and Mike T. I said A-Rod and Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah.
You know where my head's at, man. I've been we went out tonight, so I don't know why I went to that because it makes a lot of sense. Sorry,
True.
Jason. Hey, you know what? It spiked a really good conversation about Mike Tyson's possibly fraudulent prison sentence.
That is true.
Aaron Rodgers, or sorry, A-Rod just being
Called for a killing of her, so hey.
Yeah. I whiffed on that one. Is that a big
Hey, we
whiff?
both did. Neither of us caught onto it, so
Hey guys, the management needs everybody to get out because they caught a guy jerking off in here, and they're gonna send in a crew to wipe down the loads. Go ahead.
Or Bears logo with flames. Dakota says, will the Bears tattoo be of Bill Swirsky or Todd O'Connor?
hey, Bears win the Super Bowl, I'll do whatever the fuck. I don't care.
All right. I'll make sure it's a really bad tattoo artist.
That's
So
fine
it's
with
like
me.
murky and shit.
I'll go to give me a stick and poke. You can do it. You can tattoo me.
Dakota says we don't think DK comes back with something to prove this week. I do think he does, but like DK is always a maximum effort guy. So it's not like a George Pickens situation where like George Pickens is a guy, if you get extreme motivation, he'll ball out because you don't know what you're always getting week to week. DK always tries, if anything, too hard. So like, you know what I mean? Like I think that Stingley's too good. Stingley is just too good of a cornerback and he can lock him down.
Yeah, that's my thing too, is I think he is going to come out with something to prove, but like you said, Stingley is just too good. I don't think he's going to get the opportunity to prove anything.
Missed the Green Bay Chicago picks. Question for Rob. Already knows Ben's answer. I said it's a pick 'em. I'm not betting this game. Man, it pains me to say. I said the Bears should win this game. Everything about it says the Bears should win this game. We're fully healthy for the most part, outside of a couple secondary guys. Our defensive line is so bad. It's so bad. And I think we're living on turnovers. If Jordan Love controls the ball and Josh Jacobs is healthy, which he rested week 18, I think it's the Packers, man. I hate saying it. I don't want to pick against the Bears, but I would bet the under, I think, is my bet.
I did see one just absolutely nasty stat earlier this week. Obviously, we know Kevin Byard is interceptions leader. Nashawn Wright was close second. You know, he is the worst like defensive player in the NFL when he is not producing a turnover. Like statistically, the worst defensive player when he isn't actually turning the ball over.
Most of Byard's picks are like deflections too. You know what I mean? It's not like Kevin Byard's slow, bro. I kind of liked him in Tennessee. He's fine,
but
that's
he is, where like, we
missed.
That's where we missed a healthy Jalen Johnson and a healthy Kyler Gordon, and it's had nobody else. The defense is just rough, dude.
And the other
like the Lions last
add
year.
onto this is the Bear. I feel like the Packers need this win more. Now, I'm not saying the Packers are Super Bowl contenders. They were before the injuries and everything, but like the Bears are already on house money. We've been on house money since like week 10, dude. It was a Caleb Williams developmental year. Is Ben Johnson a good coach? We knew he was a good coordinator. Ben Johnson's a great coach. So we have our coach, we have our quarterback, we have our infrastructure, we have money to spend, we have an identity, and like that's why like it's all. That's the dangerous thing about Chicago though too, is that doesn't matter for us really if we win or lose. Like I feel like the Bears are more dangerous to win the Super Bowl than the Green Bay, because Green Bay just has way too many flaws and way too many injuries. But I like Green Bay in this game. I don't know why. I don't like saying it, man. I don't like saying it. Wally, kind of dumb how the Rams have to travel across country to play a team that's 8-9. NFL needs to change that immediately. I do think that the home field should go to the better record, but unfortunately, then you're just discrediting the importance of winning the division. You know how like college likes to like reward conference winners, the conference championship and all that shit, and like same with like the college basketball. So I think that the NFL is still old school in that regard, where like winning your division does hold some weight. At that point, I think we should just let the top 7 best teams in, right? Let's just do that.
I mean, yes and no. At that point, you got to kind of do the restructuring, how the NBA is, where it's obviously you have your divisions and you can have your division winners, but it at that point playoffs should probably be structured like just top teams in each conference at that point.
They should get the home game. I feel like maybe they should make a rule. I have a new rule. Let's implement this. And this has happened a couple times, specifically in the NFC South, which is happening again. If you win the division with an under 500 record, you forfeit your home field advantage. Right?
True.
If you can't go over 500, you still make the playoffs, but you don't get the home game because you didn't go over 500. Let's do that. True. Or if there's a 4-game difference in record, something we could put some
I can get behind it.
And who cares? Let's do that.
I can get behind it.
Yeah, dude, imagine what would this line be? What would the Rams line be if it was in LA? Would this be a 17-point NFL
I was going to
line?
say it'd probably be
like,
18.
Dude, yeah, because it's usually home field. It's 3 points each way, so like it would be 17, dude.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Wild shit. Wally's rooting for the Bills to win it all. 0-4 in Super Bowls, like my Vikes. Come on, Josh. Well, and theirs was even worse because it was 4 straight, and they should have won the first 2. The first one for sure, and they should have won the second one. And then they just started getting rolled by them Cowboys, by Jerry Jones's crew. Well, I think we all want. I think the two teams I want to win, honestly, that I don't mind, that I really like, especially the Lions. The Lions are in our division. The Lions and the Bills are two teams I root for just because I know they have great fans, a great fan base, and they never won. Right? I know the Vikings haven't either, Wally. But you guys have been more like the Lions are just like they were like the Cubs, right? Forever.
Yeah, literally.
Fucking god
the curse.
awful.
Yeah, the cursed teams. Yeah.
And the Bills torture. And though I'm on record saying I think I would have enjoyed the 0 for 4, opposed to not going to any of them because they were the top of the mountain essentially besides one game for 4 straight years. They destroyed the AFC. They were the kings of the AFC for 4 straight years, which has any team ever gone to 4 straight? I don't think any team's ever gone to 4 straight. The Chiefs went to 3 out of 4, right? Was it 4? They went to 3 out of 4.
3, yeah, 3.
And if they did, it was in the 70s. I'm saying this was like modern day. This was the 90s, bro, and the Bills did it. So, yeah, I like both those teams, and I love Josh Allen.
They deserve it. They both deserve it, yeah, 100%.
I'm also just sick of all the Josh Allen slander because everyone's like, he hasn't won. He hasn't won. And no, I love you, J-Bob, but saying that Josh Allen is worse than Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls, it's crazy. Switch those players in different teams, and I'm pretty sure the Bills would win 5 games.
I was going to say, you put Josh Allen on that Philly team, they've probably won the last 5 Super Bowls in a row.
I love that statement. I love that. Well, I don't understand Dynasty, just not familiar, but I would love to join next season's league for sure. Yeah, well, I'll talk to you in the Discord about it. So essentially it's a keeper league, but everyone's a keeper. So there's the only drafts you have after the first draft is the first draft is like the one that counts because everyone's available.
The big one.
After that, it's just rookie drafts. And then you can trade your draft picks. So it's like you're essentially managing your team. So super fun, man. We have, I think, 3 or 4 spots left. So
good long-term league. Dynasty leagues are fun.
But yeah, you're definitely down for the regular leagues too. But if you want to get in the Dynasty, we'll chat. Jay, looking forward to redraft next fantasy season with y'all. Jay, do you know what PPR is? Jay is a, I don't want to call him elderly. I love you, Jay. I'm just fucking with you. He's 62 years old. So he's a little different generation. Ben, you're just a baby compared to him.
I was going to say, you're elderly for me, so.
Shut the yeah, see, he always calls me elderly, so now you see where I get it, Jay. Do you know what we play PPR, so full point per reception, so go look that up, Jay. I'm just giving you shit. His old league is funny because, Bill, remember Halfway Bill, and everyone over 50, they still play standard because that's what fantasy was.
Yeah, that is true.
And I can't stand standard, dude. I can't stand
I'm not a fan of standard.
Jay says you should stream the draft tomorrow. Well, Storey can't make it over to my house, so I have to FaceTime him, and while we do the draft, so there's just no way I can do all that. So we're gonna do a big little stream after the draft and do all the draft grades and all that kind of stuff. I actually owe a beer chug, so I should get on that one.
Chug.
Yeah, I'm going to. Jets first team in history without a pick. Stephen A. I agree with him. This is how the hell is Glenn still a head coach? Because it was his first year and he's a young guy. Pete Carroll's different, right? Pete Carroll was a mistake. Let's just come out and say it. Pete Carroll was a fucking mistake. Aaron Glenn's bad. But I think Aaron Glenn's a terrible coach. I think he's a bad leader.
If Vegas wasn't as shit built as they were, I think that situation could have turned out a little differently. I don't think that's entirely on Pete Carroll. Now, was he the answer to all of Vegas's prayers? Probably not. But at the same time, for Aaron Glenn to be a self-proclaimed defensive coach,
well, he was a defensive coordinator. Yes, he's a defensive coach.
You do not have a single pick for 18 weeks, 17 with a bye, whatever.
That's really hard to do, bro. And he played the fucking Dolphins. You're playing the Dolphins twice a year,
dude. And you have someone like John Harbaugh getting canned. You have all these other coaches that, they weren't the Jets. They were better than the Jets. Hey, I agree with you, Jason. How the hell is Glenn still the head coach?
What the hell? What team is it? Was it the Raiders? No, the Raiders are paying. So next year, the Raiders are paying $50 million to their coaches, like from like all the firings they've had. They've had 5 coaches the last 5 years or something like that.
Oh well, they've had some
So-
just terrible head coaches. But
well, Pierce was probably the worst.
you know when it started going downhill?
After John Gruden?
When John Gruden was fired. Never
Gruden's
should have
good
fired
coach.
Gruden. Never should have
No.
fired Gruden. Shout out John Gruden.
So this is interesting from Mouth. Shout out Mouth South. Downtown Sports Gentleman, link in the description. It's a every Tuesday show on every platform but YouTube, 24 platforms. Really, his picks on games are probably even better than my prop bets, which is fucking wild to say. Tomorrow night, the fun begins. Link in the description, Downtown Sports. Tomorrow night, the fun begins. Question: do we set lineups or is it like best ball? Also, I feel bad for J-Bob. Bye Birdie. So Mouse out. Let's cover that back half first. He's been on the Niners all year, and he is believing the Niners taking him down. So it's minus 4.5. J-Bob's betting the minus 238 money line, which is wild. Bet the line. Don't do minus 238 ever. And he's that confident. Now, he's also very biased. And, like, I have no skin in this game at all. I don't give a shit about either of these teams. The Niners have won way too much in my lifetime. Their fans are kind of pompous. Eagles fans are the worst. Like, let's be honest. Philly fans.
Yeah.
People in Philly are the worst.
This is very true.
Except for it's always sunny in Philadelphia. They're awesome. So I don't care. I want both these teams to lose, honestly. Like I want both these teams to lose. Can they end in a tie?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want the stadium to get blown up because that would be evil. But I want both of them to lose. So he's saying, you're saying Eagles. He is saying Niners. Mouth, give me your number one reason why. Is it an anti-Eagles thing or is it a pro? I think it's a pro-Niners thing for you. But do you think this defense can hold the Eagles down? Or are you projecting that like the Niners are going to put up like 30 points? Because that's where I'm just kind of conflicted.
I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that and Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
Read a fucking book.
Oh, here we go. We'll get back to your comment here in a second, Mouth. Sounds like a little Watergate scandal, Rob. You and Storey get the first pick, and I can't live stream the draft, and you can't live stream the draft.
Collusion.
Not that I can't. Also, I'll say this. Ben, can you back me up on the fact that I'm Amish? I still don't know how to share my screen on the fucking streams. I don't know how.
Yes, I
don't know
will
how.
stand on him on that hill, but Jason, you better watch out. This might be the most corrupt commissioner that you'll ever meet.
Yeah, I did I did a live stream and I did the same thing you guys did, the Wheel of Names thing, right? And actually, I'm on record saying that I actually don't want the first pick. We don't pick again until 20th. Like I want the fourth pick.
I'm just running through like all the fucking chats from what was it? Was that Welcome to Hell when they were all calling you a corrupt commissioner?
Yeah, you know why that was? Because Mike Ryland. Love you, Ryland, but you caused all the drama from dropping your teams. When someone drops their team, I don't have a lot of options. When people already pick them up and like I didn't notice it for a day, it's like that was also during like basketball. That's why I quit basketball because I can't do fantasy basketball during the football season. I can't. But my football leagues have never had a single. Have any of my football leagues ever had a single hiccup in them besides the trade vetoing, which is bullshit. That's why I took out trade vetoes because like everyone was vetoing every trade. At that point, like everyone's pissed. Yeah. So that's a common problem we have in all leagues. That's why the veto system is just stupid as hell. I answer Mouse question here. Shut the fuck up. Tomorrow night the fun begins. Question: do we set lineups or is it like best ball? You set lineups, so you got to set your entire lineup for the wild card games. For instance, you can't just start guys on Saturday and Sunday. So you got to set your 1 week lineup, and then the next week you set your 1 week lineup. It's not like best ball. You still have 6 guys on your bench, so those guys are just there. You could pick guys. You know, let's say if you had Bo Nix, he's obviously on your bench because he has a bye. If you like guys, you know, pick guys on teams that you think will advance, right? That will be alive for the next round. So instead of picking like a guy like Chuba Hubbard,
don't put all your trust in Rico Dowdle now.
Well, there you go. Let's see. Thank you guys for the supers, by the way. Jason, I want to have a fucking Busch Light with Jason. I really do because that's what I got rocking tonight.
Yeah, Busch Latte.
Let's see here. Miles said, I said 49ers 28-14 on my pod. B said 23-7 Niners, actually. I hate the Eagles and the 49ers both, truthfully. I'm picking the Niners because the offense is just too insane, and that offense is nuts. Well, you're essentially 23-7 is crazy, but you're saying that the Eagles offense is just trash, which it has been trash. But my thing is, who do you trust more? The Eagles offense or the Niners defense?
Well, I mean, in that retrospect, yes, the Philly offense has not been performing to the level that they can or should be. But what my question there is, what does the Niners offense have that Philly doesn't? Running back, you have Christian McCaffrey. Okay, Philly has Saquon Barkley. Wide receiver, I'm taking Philly all day. Tight end, you got George Kittle. Okay, I'll take him over Dallas Goedert. But, I mean, what you're playing your running back and your number one wide receiver is also Christian McCaffrey. I'm taking Philly's offense over that. So that's kind of where I question, what do the Niners have that Philly doesn't?
Coach. I think that's the answer. Honestly, that's the answer. Is like they have a coach that's competent, and like I don't trust Sirianni. I definitely don't trust Pachulo. And
I don't know, but like you said earlier, you get Kyle Shanahan in these playoff situations, and it turns into a completely different coach than we've seen in the regular season.
And then also Robert Saleh. I think we forgot to mention Robert Saleh, who is a very questionable coach. Head coach, that is, but he's a pretty elite coordinator. I'd say top 5 in the NFL in terms of defensive coordinator. And he's got this unit playing inspired football. Like, I know it seems crazy to say inspired football when they're just giving up 28 points a game, but with the talent level they have, they are playing inspired. In a one-game sample, I don't know. I guess it comes down to this. If they can run the ball against the Niners, which they very well should be able to, but the Eagles haven't been able to run the ball against anyone this year. So if they can run the ball with ease, it's going to open up everything. If they cannot run against the Niners, so I think the strategy for me, if I was Robert Saleh and the Niners, is like, I'm going to make Jalen Hurts beat me, right? Make Jalen Hurts beat me.
Make him throw.
He hasn't showed
Make
that.
him throw the ball.
So we'll see. I hope so. One of my bets is Jahan Dotson over 6.5 receiving yards. I think that's really low. He plays like 60% of the snaps. That's a weird bet. I mean,
yeah, he'll hit it. He'll hit it.
He tends to do well in the playoffs. Should have had the first touchdown in the Super Bowl. Silver, it's a good comment. Carolina gave Stafford problems last time. 100%. That was also
the rain gave Stafford problems last time.
But he threw Carolina 2 picks in the first quarter, and it was raining less in the first quarter. I remember he had 2 picks all year. I think
doesn't matter.
Those 2 in the first quarter. One was a tip.
Doesn't matter. Pretty boy gets wet, his hands wet, and he just can't perform. No, I'm a firm believer in Matthew Stafford when it comes to weather. And the second that he turns the ball over, he just collapses. So, I mean, in that sense, if Carolina can turn the ball over or if it starts to rain, you never know. That 11 could turn into 3 real quick.
Would you rather have Marino or Allen all day long? Would you rather Marino over Josh Allen? I mean, Jay Marino had a full career, so at this point, Dan Marino, but I think Josh Allen is more talented just based on the fact he can impact the game with his legs. Like Josh Allen has 14 rushing touchdowns this year, dude. Like and it's not tush push shit. It's not bogus little tush pushes.
It's real runs. Yeah. Josh Allen is a talent that we have never seen before. He just unfortunately has not won at the highest level yet.
Jason, what's your thoughts on Tampa Bay keeping Todd Bowles? I can't believe they're keeping Todd Bowles. Why are they keeping Todd Bowles?
Especially after that collapse of a season, dude. That's crazy. They never should have gotten rid of Bruce Arians.
He's terrible. Let's see. So Robert Saleh for sure. Saleh and Shanahan versus Sirianni and Pachulo. That's true. Is this correct that Bethune is out on IR?
That I have no idea, honestly.
Niners added another starting linebacker to the IR this week. How we stopping the run?
Yeah, if that is the case, dude, that's. I don't give a shit about inspired football at that point. That's like the Bears when they were fucking down to their 5th string linebacker starting.
Okay, so this makes sense now. Bethune to IR changes a lot. Didn't know. 28-24 49ers. Hey, well, I mean, that's
He's getting
still saying a
closer.
lot.
He's getting close. He's getting closer. That's funny.
Jason trusts the Flamers from San Francisco. Redemption from when Brock got injured. CMC was retired. When Brock got injured. CMC was playing quarterback after the backups. Josh Johnson got injured. CMC would be an awesome quarterback, I feel like.
Hell yeah.
Have you
just
seen
wildcat it.
I'm guessing you haven't seen this. Have you seen Basketball? That's Trey Parker and Matt Stone, South Park dudes.
I don't think so.
They it's kind of like a spoof of like sports movies, but it's fucking amazing. But they like, go to different towns, right? And it was San Francisco Fairies is who they play, and they're all gay dudes, like redhead gay dudes, like ginger gay dudes. And one of the psych outs they do is he pulls down Squeak's pants and shows his asshole, and he's like San Franciscan for vagina, and it's just an asshole, because they're all Flamers. Pretty good. I wish I had a cut. I wish I had that.
I'll add it to the list now. I'll add it to the list.
Yeah, you have a big list. I wish I had that cutaway here.
Very cute.
Oh,
What's his name?
It's Kwame.
Kwame. Nice name. Nice name.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a little light for Kwame, no?
What?
A lot of names to pick, but it was a little darker, maybe.
Yeah, can you go?
That's very scary.
You need to get out.
Hey, any guys want ginger ale?
Here, get the fuck out.
All right. Dakota loves Saquon Barkley over 150 yards rushing. It's big time.
That's a steep number there, man.
Well, I'm guessing it's 80, 82, and that would be an alt line. That's
100%. That's a steep number.
It can go both ways, though, because I feel like they can still shut down the run. It's just going to require more bodies and more resources. So in that case, then you can like AJ Brown, Jahan Dotson, Dallas Goedert, Dashy. Is Herbert finally winning a playoff game this week? Ben seems to think that they're winning.
We shall see. I did not say that they are winning. I said that I have more faith. I said that I have more faith in the Chargers going into New England and beating the Patriots than I do the 49ers beating Philly. That's what I said.
Okay. I hope, dude. I love Justin Herbert, man. What a warrior! Like, regardless of what you think about the guy, he plays through injuries like none other, and he hasn't had.
He's got a smoking hot girlfriend. He needs a win.
Well, of course he does. I mean,
he needs to win.
Shit. If you call me a bitch 13 or 14 more times, do I have that clip? I think I kept that in here.
Oh, please say you do.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I think I do. Hold on. There it is. I got it.
Well, you can camp out here for a while.
Well, this is pretty sweet. Does this couch fold out to a bed?
Yeah, totally great bed. But that's Jenkins' bed. Your bed's over here.
Dude, that is so fucking weak. How am I supposed to get a chick in that?
No, don't worry, dude. You couldn't get a chick if you had a $100 bill hanging out of your zipper.
Yeah, I could.
No, dude, you're a little bitch.
I am not. I don't even know why I hang out with you guys.
Because you're a piece of shit.
I am not a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, but you're a little bitch.
Sure.
Sure are. He says sure are. Right
Sure are.
Dashy, I said 34-28 Chargers. Wow.
Damn. I ain't opposed.
And then Mouth, I'm going to Silver, I come prepared. I'm a big basketball fan, so I have that in there whenever I call a player a little bitch. I just love throwing that clip in there. Miles says, if you listen to Downtown Sports, you might figure out my draft strategy, because in the NFL fantasy playoff draft, it's just as important to identify the teams that are going to win as well as the players that are going to pop off, right? So if your players just all get eliminated in the first round, you'll lose. So Mouth, I'm going to go to bed tonight and listen to that and know exactly who you're taking. And the nice thing is for both of us, either the first pick, you have the 10th pick. So like, we're not gonna be able to take any of each other's guys. So I'm not going to reach 10 picks, and you're probably not going to reach 10 picks for my guys, but no one knows who we're taking. Me and Storey, Story's going to take all the players that have all players on teams that have good coaches. Oh wait, no one's a good coach in terms of Story's eyes. Walker and Charbonnet had 110 rushing yards in the first half. on the road with Bethune playing.
Tiny Dancer.
No, I know that's true, and that's a team that really, really struggles on the ground. Like the all year, the Seahawks have been god awful running the ball.
Hey, you go
But
against
the Bears,
49ers
you know,
defense.
go to the Bears game though. The Bears couldn't run the ball. The Bears had a way better rush offense than the Seahawks. We couldn't really run the ball against the Niners.
Yeah.
And that was, I know it seemed like not a blowout, but like it was a shootout. So like we were down by no more than 7 points the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like the game script didn't call for the Bears to run in that game. So
no, but again,
that's stopping the run.
That's proof in where I'm saying, like, yes, the 49ers offense can perform like that, but they're in the same situation as the Bears and the Bengals specifically, where yes, you're going to put up those points, but you're going to give up the same damn amount of points too.
Wally has a hot take. The Minnesota Vikings will win the Super Bowl before the Bears. Winky face.
Behind who? JJ McCarthy?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you're not really a fan of JJ McCarthy, are you?
Oh.
Ben wants to fight. Ben wants to fight JJ McCarthy.
You stupid fuck. Go buy some sandals. Go buy some sandals.
You want to fight? I'll fight. I haven't fought in 10 years. I'm fighting that. What you got? What you got? Let's see. Throw down, bitch. Throw down, bitch.
Yeah, I agree, JJ. Let's throw it down.
Mouth says, in fact, once the Bears beat the Packers, I think one more coach goes. I
Damn
don't
right,
think,
Mouth.
I don't think they're going to fire LaFleur.
No, they're not going to fire him. There's no way.
That'd be silly. Who are they going to hire? Like, who are they going to hire? There's not a lot of good.
Yeah, no. He's too good of a coach to fire.
Dakota, it's not like they have zero chance in the playoffs. I like them over the Bears in this game. I'm not going to lie, as a Bears fan.
They just have too many holes.
I think the injuries have just taken a toll, and I feel like the AFC is more wide open than the NFC. I think the Seahawks and the Rams are the best two teams, and the Eagles are still the defending champs. So you have those three, right? Like those three teams. And would it surprise you? I mean, and also if the Niners could pull through this, like with their offense, would it surprise you there?
Yes. That would surprise me.
Jason says Kenneth Walker's going to be my first pick this evening. Well, technically it's this evening for him because he's in East Coast time. He's in Florida time. Where do you think Kenneth Walker's going to go next year? He's free agent.
1.1. Oh, as a free agent?
Where's he going to go next year? Yeah.
Oh,
give me a landing spot.
I don't know. Who's over? I mean, to be honest. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, Chiefs, right?
I don't know. I could see Tampa, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised.
Stacey said the Jets coach. He could go to the Jets. I don't think anyone wants to go to the Jets, although they have a lot of draft capital, right? And they have Garrett Wilson, I guess. I like Adonai Mitchell. That's pretty cool.
True. Justin Fields.
Well, I can't wait when JJ McCarthy gets going and shuts up all these haters. Don't switch sides when that happens. I won't switch sides.
I will never switch sides.
No, I'll admit when I'm wrong. Again, I was really, really critical of Colson Loveland after the draft pick at the start of the year. And I have taken that back and taken the L. Because Loveland, I think I want Colson Loveland over Tyler Warren now.
Finally.
I'm just saying, I'll take the L. I'm not like too prideful to like admit when I'm wrong. I'm not like
hell yeah.
I admit when I'm wrong. I'm a bad take.
Good decision. Once JJ McCarthy maybe gets out of some sort of piss yellow in his color, maybe I'll be a fan of him. But he decides to keep going to these teams that have these just piss yellow included in. Not a fan of it.
Ooh, Blake! Shout out Blake. Media manager, what's going on, man? Nick Bonito said Green Bay offense is the best they faced all year. They should have beat Denver. They were up by 2 scores. I mean, again, everyone's up 2 scores against Denver, and then the fourth quarter comes along and Bo Nix plays football. I'm going to go through one thing. Keep on getting your comments in here, boys. I want to go through something interesting here. This is the draft order. It's pretty cool to look at here. Raiders, Jets, Cardinals, Titans, Giants. Can't believe the Giants fell to 5. They really fucked their ass in those last 2 wins.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Browns, Commanders, Saints, Chiefs. Chiefs in the top 10. So just interesting to look at. And obviously the top two teams need quarterbacks. Although I heard Todd McShay today. I was listening to some Todd McShay, who I think Mel Kiper's a clown. I do respect Todd McShay. And he was saying, depending on who declares next year, that next year's quarterback class has a chance to be like the all-timer of all-timers. Essentially like equivalent, if not better, than the Caleb Williams class, which is a hell of a class, obviously. That's an all-time class.
That's going to be a tough class to top, dude.
Especially if Wally's opinion comes through that J.J. McCarthy is good. Like, that's just another guy in that class, right?
Yeah, that's just further strengthening that class. That's going to be a top. That's going to be a top one to tough, or tough one to top, if I could speak.
You got a cock in your mouth there.
I wish it was yours.
So you think we're going to go quarterback here? Is that what we're looking at? And then I'm going to ask you this, since you're more of a college fan than I am. Who's going number one? Is it Mendoza?
Based on team needs, it probably will be quarterback. Yeah, I do probably, especially coming off of Heisman, coming off the way Indiana's been performing, especially if they do win at least one more game too. I think that just further solidifies him being one. I do think Mendoza probably goes one right now as is, but I don't know. I could also possibly see
coming out.
What?
You think Dante Moore's coming out? Because the argument McShay was making was, yeah, I know the NIL, he could make $5 million next year, which is solid, $5 or $6 million. But with how good the quarterback class is next year, if Dante Moore has a down year, he might be looking at going quarterback 5, quarterback 4. When he's almost locked in as possibly number one. Would it surprise you if the Raiders took Dante Moore? Like, would it surprise you? It's the fucking Raiders. And he's a highly touted guy. I don't personally like him too much. I think he has his arm angle is way too low. Although that can be changed.
I see him being just more of a Jets quarter. That's a Jets pick right there anyways. I don't see it being in Vegas. I think Vegas is solidified with probably Mendoza.
Take the for sure I'm not gonna call him a for sure franchise guy, but he has the for sure franchise makeup, right? Tall,
or
thick,
they're just gonna pull a true Vegas and just not take a quarterback at all. You never know.
Dude, Todd McShay's first mock had the Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love at 3. Running back at 3. Like, dude, what do you think of Jeremiah Love? Because I'm not really a fan, bro. I think he's way overrated.
I don't see. I wouldn't necessarily go the way overrated route. I do think he is a really good running back. I just don't see him. I think he needs to drop down from what I'm seeing him going in mock drafts. He's going way too high, and I just don't think he should be going as high as he is.
My thing is, look at recent history. I'm saying let's just look at last year. Let's look at Bijan. Bijan's so much better than Jeremiah Love. Okay, the Falcons were in a better spot when they picked Bijan than where the Cardinals are now. And has Bijan actually helped that team? Like, Bijan's awesome. I'm saying, has he actually helped Atlanta do anything? They haven't made the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
And look at the. I know that's even a crazier thing to say, but I think Ashton Genty is a better prospect than Jeremiah Love. I think Ashton Genty.
I do agree with that.
3-down back, like a for sure thick 3-down banger that has the talents. And they won 2 games this year with Ashton Genty playing every game. So the Cardinals have so many holes. Why in the fuck would the Cardinals spend a 3rd overall pick? They have Trey Benson. I know he hasn't proven he can stay healthy, but don't take a running back that high. Don't trade down.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Or something.
That's
Todd McShay, who I respect, had that.
Yeah, I don't know about all that one, but we'll see. We'll see come draft time.
And then he had the Giants taking Carnell Tate. Who? What are your thoughts on Tate? Because you're an Ohio State guy.
Shout out.
I hear he's really slow. Man. He's gonna be a slow 40 guy if he runs.
He is, but
he won't run the combine.
He'll catch the ball. He's by no means quick, like the quickest or anything, but especially off the line. You're right. He's probably not going to run the 40, but we'll see. I've seen stuff about him going to the Saints too, getting back with Chris Olave.
Now the Saints, I think the Saints would be a good spot for Jeremiah Love. That makes sense.
Yeah, I do agree.
Not too high. I mean, it's still too high for me, but Kamara's gone. Get your next franchise running back. You have the quarterback in place. You have Olave. You're still a year away. Get some excitement there. Take some pressure off top stock. That makes sense to me. But the Cardinals, dude, Cardinals, draft some offensive line. How about that?
Take
Trade down
somebody
get
to
an
help.
offensive lineman.
Literally.
Blake, Micah and Watson injuries rock their momentum against Denver like Kraft's injury did against Carolina. I'll say this, Blake. You know, my love for Tucker Kraft is unlike any love I've ever. And I'm married, by the way, but I think I love Tucker Kraft more than my wife. And I'm not afraid to say that because I think she knows that too. Because I talked about Tucker. His name comes out my mouth. You know, remember Will Smith's quote when he slapped Chris Rock? Keep my wife's name out your mouth. She kept on saying, keep Tucker Kraft's name out your mouth. Because I kept on fucking talking about Tucker Kraft.
Exactly.
And if Tucker Kraft didn't get injured, I feel like that's a bigger loss than Micah Parsons, dude. I know it sounds crazy to say, but Tucker Kraft's ability to block and just he was the third down guy, he was a red zone guy, he was a big play guy.
He was wide receiver 1.
He was the heart and soul of that team. So that's the loss. We're so far removed from the Tucker Kraft injury that it doesn't seem like an injury anymore because they've been playing without him for so long. But like that's the loss. Now it's nice they got Christian Watson back and being effective. Like no one thought that was gonna be a thing this year. But Tucker Kraft's loss with Kraft being gone, Jacobs being diminished, with Parsons being out, like that's a lot, dude, to overcome. And unless they were I thought they were a top 5 Super Bowl candidate before all the injuries, but like the only teams that can overcome that are teams that have Josh Allen, right, Patrick Mahomes, or are like top 2 Super Bowl favorites that are like, you know, then they get back to the top 5. They were in my mind top 5. Now they almost missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
So again,
it was close.
I'm not a hater on Green Bay, man. I still think they beat the Bears. I know you hate hearing that. But.
I am. I'm gonna take my chances and take my high note right now. Before I go, though, I do have something to show the camera real quick, just in honor of good old Saturday. But just a reminder that we're cheese graders. We're cheese grading on Saturday. I'm gonna take my chance and go out. I know, but hey, bear down. I do have to take off here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, having me on. Make sure you are hitting the links in the description, tuning in to the, what are we, 4 shows a week right now?
Yeah, about 4 shows a week until April. So you're still getting, we'll probably do 5 shows a week through football season. Then once football's over, it's February and March, will probably be a little lighter. 4 shows a week then, but 5 shows a week in this time. So I'm always on here, bro. You know, I'm always living.
We're always on. But to everybody tuning in, make sure we are tuning in to all the other shows, keeping that support going. Join the Patreon, get in that Discord, join the community.
Thanks,
Rob,
my dude.
Appreciate you having me on.
I'll talk to you soon. Congrats on that fucking win in my league, you prick.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you letting me pass you in the semifinals.
Yeah. All right, I'll talk to you, man.
All right, boys. Have a good night.
Getting hosed.
Bear down.
The Rams, and then Rams beating the Saints to end the season. Will they take a quarterback? I don't know, man. I mean, it's not a great quarterback draft. Let's be honest. They could take. I think the guy. You're talking about the Rams, right? Look at Hose losing to Rams and then Rams beating Saints. If you're talking about the Rams, I think the guy Simpson. Is it Simpson or Samson? Simpson, the guy from the Alabama, is a perfect spot for the Rams to sit behind Stafford for 1 year.
I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Here it is. LA getting hosed, losing to Falcons, and then Falcons being Saints. Will Rams take it? Okay, sorry. I should have read one comment down, Dakota. I'm a little lubed up right now. I think that's the spot. So they wouldn't take it with their 8th pick because there's no one there in that range. They're going to have their own pick, which might turn out to be 31, 32, 29, something like that. That's the Simpson guy from Alabama because he's really raw. He's one of these guys that has, I think, 15 NFL or college starts, which you can't, if the Jets or a team like that takes Simpson, it's going to turn out miserably. He's a guy that's really dependent on landing spot. And what better landing spot than to go sit for a year and sit behind Matt Stafford and have your coach be Sean McVay? That's a fucking perfect marriage. End of the first round. That could work. Blake, Dante Moore is gone or transferring probably. Oregon is linked to Nebraska. Dylan Raiola. I kind of like Dylan Raiola too. He's got a lot of Mahomes isms. Have you seen how he like carries his hands? You know, Mahomes though, he's doing the weird shit with his wrists and like doing weird shit with his hands. Like that's Raiola. I think he's like a clone. Remember how Kobe cloned all of MJ's mannerisms? That's Dylan Raiola. He's trying to be Patrick Mahomes. Love is really good, but shouldn't be drafted higher than what Genty or Bijan got drafted. No, absolutely not. I don't think he's even close to that tier of player.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
And in my mind, I think that Genty got overdrafted. Bijan was fair because Bijan's an all-time talent, but Genty is just a very good talent. Yeah, Arizona needs to trade out for sure. Dakota, a for sure thick 3-down banger. Yeah, Tate seems like a Buka 2.0, been wide receiver 2 or 3 the whole time at OSU. Yeah, I like Tyson seems like the most pro-ready player from the film I've watched, and Lemon seems like that can't miss slot guy that's just going to be old, reliable, like a juiced up version of St. Brown. Now he's not going to have the production St. Brown had because he went to the Lions, but Tate's hands, like I feel like he's so strong at the catch point. I think he's better than Ibuka. I was never on the Ibuka train. You know, I was weird because it was a love-hate thing because I was really fading Ibuka all offseason, or pre-draft stuff. And then Storey just was talking about Ibuka so much, so I fucking took like 5 shares of him, which was like a good thing and a bad thing because he was awesome the first half. So he pretty much made the playoffs. It helped me like to buys because it was my wide receiver 3 or wide receiver 4. He killed it the first 8 weeks, and then it was so bad. And luckily I had a good sense to like bench his ass, but it was so rough. It was so rough. Blake, go Pack, go. Rob, the only Bears fan that doesn't look at Green Bay. Crazy. Yeah, I don't hate. I actually, I'm a Bears fan, but I'm pretty much unbiased in all these things. I care about making money. I care about fantasy and like the Bears love. My Bears love. I don't have to love the Bears and also be a moron. Like just because I love the Bears doesn't mean I have to hate the Packers. That's like, that'd be like if I was married to a black chick, which, that'd be awesome and cool. That means I would just hate all white chicks. Like, no, dude, she's not black. Like, no, I can like black chicks and white chicks. I can like the Bears and respect the Packers. I can like Aaron Rodgers. That's a really weird analogy, but you know what I'm saying. Ty Simpson, that's his name. I was calling him Simpson. MJ clone Kobe. I think so. The mannerisms went way too far. So Miles House says Lemon plus Neighbors equals OMG. In Todd McShay's draft, they were having them take Carnell Tate, which kind of comps better. I kind of like Neighbors more on the inside. I like Neighbors more as a Y in a slot, a big slot than I do on the outside. I feel like the outside is just he's too athletic, man. He jumps too high, and it's too dangerous on the outside for him. What's going on, Nick? The whole season has been weird feeling a Jags Seahawks Super Bowl at this point. I mean, that would be strange because you have Sam Darnold versus Trevor Lawrence. Who the fuck called that? And, hey, the Jags were really close to getting a bye. So it's just a tough matchup, man. Like the first round, the Jags go from almost getting a bye to facing Josh Allen in the first round. That is just not fun. Now, one could say if they can get by Josh Allen, you're essentially beating the quarterback in the playoffs, right? So, Bear down. Nick, it's looking like Texans 49ers Super Bowl. Ooh. Mouth just loving his 49ers, man. And you know what? I think you're crazy, but I actually don't think you're crazy because I know you know ball. So it's like, I don't agree. At least I don't even know if they're going to win this game, Mouth. But it's similar. If they win this game, this is a tough test for them. Then I could see it. But I think it's just a lot. As a Bears fan, I'm just happy my team is included. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been there in a long time. We get a nice free game out of this. A home game, mind you. Saturday night. Let's go, dude. Jason got Bears Jags Super Bowl. Jason, wow. Given the support. Jason, given the supports. Dylan, go Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Is this a burner account for J-Bob?
Eagles. Go Birds, though.
Oh, go Birds.
All right, fine. Go Birds.
Right?
Go Birds.
Get your hand off my knee.
Go Birds.
Oh.
Simple Jack, the story of a mentally impaired farmhand who can talk to animals, was a box office disaster that many critics called one of the worst movies of all time.
Got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
But now the question is, can speed...
I think Big Ray's here, but he's not.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Good timing. I was literally about to log off, so we can do a little bit of time here, Ray. I had to take a pee, so I'm glad you're here. Talk about the Bears a little bit, and give me your heart and your head. So give me your heart opinion and then what's in your head, and if they're the same.
So, my heart's going to say that based on the Bears being at home, with the injuries with the Packers, and with the injuries coming back for the Bears, because if you didn't know this, the Bears did not have Kyler Gordon, who is, if you don't know who Kyler Gordon is, he is one of the top slot corners in the league. He's from Washington. He was one of Ryan Poles' first picks in his first draft. He picked him and Jaquan Brisker, Penn State, our safety. Now my heart's telling me this. My head is still. Here's the thing. My head is still saying close to the same thing because everything I said before. The Packers are still injured. The Bears are getting healthier. These major players that the Bears did not have when they played the Packers originally will be here, especially with Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze really opens up that offense. I feel like, at least, like, that's a personal opinion, to help open up everyone else, and especially with the emergence of Luther Burden III. I don't know what the line is, but with
Packers -1.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go both ways, to be honest. My heart and my head's telling me that the Bears will win. Now, my heart's telling me for sure the Bears will win. My head's telling me that it'll be, before you even told me that, I still was thinking, like, I still picked the Bears, but like in a betting sense, 1.5, I would still pick the Bears in the vacuum, just because, again, with the amount of injuries that the Bears have had, and they're getting very healthy going in the playoffs. And on top of that, with how heavily injured the Packers are and will be going into this game, especially with the home field advantage, I really think that's I think that'll be the breaking point for that.
You mentioned in a vacuum.
Yeah, well, Mom also said for you to stop sticking your dick in the vacuum cleaner.
Hello? Hello?
I said don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room!
It pains me to pick the Packers in this game, and it's just the Bears have not looked good the last couple of weeks. Their defense got exposed against the Niners.
Real quick before you go any farther, the Packers have looked great. They lost 4 fucking straight, dude. Let's get real.
No. But they had no. Neither of them look great. I'm just saying it'd be very Bears.
You're saying the home field advantage, which clearly has mattered for both games. You're not going to take that into any. I mean, I'm just the way you sound.
It's just so close. It's just I'm not picking any team. Like, the thing is, I'm just not picking it. I said I picked the under.
To your point, you're not. Your hands are off this game, and you're just
living. Yeah. I feel the same way about the Jags and Bills game. Honestly, like everything points to. Here's my thing. Everything points to the Jags winning this game against the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Everything should point to the Bears beating the Packers. How beat up they are at home. Like all these things, right? And all
the Bills
that being
are way
said,
better right now than the Packers at this exact moment.
But the Jags are playing better than the Bears.
Let me rephrase that. They shouldn't say way better, but they are better. Just because Josh Allen and that offense is better than the entire anything that team on the Packers has to offer.
I don't know Josh Allen's health, though. I know he's going to gut it out.
I get that, but we also don't know Love's health. And
no, Love's fine. That's a concussion. That's different. Like, we're talking broken bones with Josh Allen. Now, the worry is Josh Jacobs. We don't know Josh Jacobs' health. That's for sure. That's what we don't.
Then that's sort of where I'm going with this, bro. Is that like we're like in the vacuum? I will still take an injured Josh Allen to win me one game than a healthy Love. That's just me. You may be different.
Yeah, I get you.
And also,
Mount has Bears,
that running
49ers.
game, that running game with, especially with a healthy Cook. But
Bears, 49ers, Jags, Chargers, Texans, and Rams moving on. Bet Carolina on the money line. They will keep it close. That's a big ballsy pick. That's an 11-point spread. I guess it seems like a trap game, but like the thing is, are there trap games in the playoffs? You know what I mean? There? Like, there are, but
Rob, I guess the only thing you and I in Mouth, if he was here, if he was on, we could very easily argue that the NFC South, no matter what the winner was, is a trap game. Let's be real. But we could also argue, like, if the Falcons or the Bucks were instead of Carolina, to go in and do better things. But also, Carolina with a healthy Parsons went into Green Bay and won. So, and love.
GT says the playoffs are rigged, Rob. Hey, real quick, we have Wally dining with me sweats. What do we got? You eating now? Did you already eat?
No, I'll be making some food after this because Halo and this, didn't have time.
Yeah, Ray has his nightly Halo on Wednesday. By the way, real quick, that's kind of lame. I love Halo, but I still play Black Ops 4. By the way, I'm back to gaming, bro. Playing with my boys, with Mikey and all the boys.
Real quick, when you called me lame, how many people do you play at the max? How many people do you get in one group?
Well, it's 4 people max because we're playing online against other teams.
Okay.
We always have 4.
Okay, so in
we have
general,
a group of like 9.
Okay, well, we have upwards of 14 to 12. So
I know there's a couple stinkers in there. Anyways,
I'm the worst. I'm the worst.
I was trying to give you a compliment, everyone. Ray's birthday is on Friday. Friday is Hawaiian shirt day. 34? 5? Geez, you fucking geezer, bro. Holy shit. I'm kidding. I'm older than you.
Same amount of years right on your. You might just be
30, 35.
You might be 4 years for a couple months, and then all of a sudden, my birth rate pulls up, and and I did say birth ray. I said it. Always will.
So wish Ray a happy birthday, and he's gonna have a royal feast, I bet.
Here we
go. We have I don't know yet. I gotta figure it out. We're doing a show tomorrow. That's
my birthday, and you're like, I'll figure it out. Wow.
Well, if you want to do a show, it's your birthday. We're doing a show.
That's literally. I mean, I could I'm literally raying you. Yeah,
I know. Well, I'm trying to get a little time off here. I've been grinding here, Ray. Ray just like I'm grinding too. He is. After watching that, here we go. After watching that scene as a kid, I did indeed stick my dick in a vacuum cleaner from Nick. How did it feel?
To be honest,
I actually have. Go ahead.
I'll be honest. I did not ever do that, but I was I was extremely always tempted. Like, I won't lie. I never did and I don't look down on that. I don't, because I was always like, how close can I get my fingers together without touching? Like, I was always that.
You were always very small.
No, I was always that close to.
Oh, you could try it tonight. I have a quick story for you. You know, steamrollers, like it's essentially like a, it's a long tube you smoke weed out of. We made one out of a vacuum cleaner hose that but we didn't clean it out, so it still had like dust in it and shit, dude. And like we were so high, we made it. We got so fucked up because we're just like inhaling fucking vacuum
I was literally
dust.
Say you're literally lighting on fire, fucking dirt and weed, and just lighting up. No wonder.
Yeah, it's awesome. Dakota, 150 plus for Barkley rushing is 11-1. Yeah, I would take a walk on that wild side, throw $10 on it or something.
Yeah.
Blake has a good point though. You got to agree with this one. Chicago is home field 2.0 for Green Bay. It has been. It really has been. More so with Aaron Rodgers, though. Let's make sure that's the thing.
And
right?
both of you, yeah, of course. Okay, I'll admit that. Not with Ben Johnson and current Caleb Williams. So,
Miles says, Rob, stick with your guns. You picked the Bills to win the ship. Stick with your pick. I did, man, but like the Josh Allen injuries is just the injuries, dude. I know, like I watched that game against the Eagles and they were down. Now, it wasn't the most important game because they were probably never going to catch the Patriots in the division. But I watched that game and Josh Allen refused to run. It was a muddy, rainy game. I've never seen Josh Allen like that until it really counted on the goal line. He was running. And that tells me he's really hurt. Like he's really hurt. Now the 1 week's nice. He played one snap. He had essentially a whole week off. So he hadn't played football in 2 weeks. Is that enough to get him back to 90%? If Josh Allen's 90%, yes, I am picking the Bills still. But I was never that confident. My pick of the Bills is always just like, I didn't like anyone else. You know, I don't trust the Patriots. I don't trust the Broncos. I don't trust the Jags. I don't. Jason, Wally Meat Sweats looks like he had a beef and cheddar tonight. You like beefs and cheddars?
Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, because where Rob and I live, an actual who said that? Jason. Yeah. So Rob, I don't know if you know this, but like where we grew up, we have like roast beef is the Italian beefs. Like it's just basically a roast beef that's just put into the juice and heated up. There are places pretty much all over the East Coast. Their version of an Italian beef is not that. It's just roast beef that is either hot or cold, and they slice very thin, basically the same thinness of an Italian beef, and then put it on a roll with, whatever, it's usually like, I think it's usually like either horseradish, mustard, whatever. But I'm just saying that like, that's a thing. I think that's what he's talking about. But I'm happy that Portillo's is going countrywide because at least people will understand how good Italian beef is. And I get that Italian beef is not as good as most of the ones we can find around here, but
GT says vacuum is no bueno. Couch cushions are better. So banging couch cushions, the zipper part. Ooh.
So you can get zipped up in there. I don't know, man.
Miles says, Rob, when we were drafting, you got to get in the Discord and voice chat with the group. Ray, you do that because I'm going to be FaceTiming with Storey during the draft.
I can do that.
So I have to do all that kind of stuff, and we want to dominate here.
Ray. Okay. I get this. So Rob, okay. I'll still do it, but I'm glad you just admitted why you want me to do it. Okay, guy.
No, I'm not saying you don't be distracted. I'm already going to be having a conversation with my phone with Storey on a FaceTime. And like drafting with two people is like different. I know who I want to take, but like he has his players. We got to, we have to like agree on these things because it's like.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at Dakota. No, I've not done such things. Sorry.
The watermelon in the sun. That's what's the cassava melon from Sunny?
Yeah,
Frank has a cassava melon. It's full with loads.
It's oh my god. I mean, bobbing for watermelon. But what is the fucking name? God damn it.
Nick says it felt weird and scary, kind of cool. Only did it once. Once the move lied. No, he did it more. Nick's doing that currently. I think Nick's had his dick in a vacuum cleaner as we speak. And you know what? Hell yeah, bro. Don't let him tell you what you can't do. Now you have robots and shit you can buy too. If that's the case, you need to pick the Jags. I'm not picking anyone, Mouth, because I pick props. And that's why I said I'm staying away from the game. I'm very tempted to bet. No, I'm really tempted to bet the Bills as one of my bets. I don't bet Lions. I'm 0-2 on the year on Lions just because that's why I don't bet them. NFL is too sharp. And here we go. Jason, I trust the Flamer. Oh, this is already a comment. That was a good comment.
No. Go ahead and read because I'm telling you right now, the next paid one is just keep reading them because they're not going to get better.
Meat Sweats sounds like he's in the shallow with Bradley Cooper. We love you, buddy. Everyone goes off the deep end once in a while. Bears going to the bowl.
Shallow. Rob's in the shallow.
GT and JD Vance are both couch lovers. From how? Oh, look at this one, Ray. You're gonna love this one. Bears 51, Packers 10, and that's the halftime score. Oh,
Wow.
whoa! I don't know about the weather, man.
Well, here's the thing: is that still would not. I mean, and obviously, I might die of a heart attack just seeing that. But I will say that that still wouldn't beat the best. That would not be the biggest Bears beatdown of the Packers. Because I think the biggest beatdown was like very high 60s to like low teens. So
Ray, you can do a chug with us since you joined, or you don't have to, but I know you haven't eaten yet, so you can sit this one out.
Does a Ray shit in the woods?
We know we've heard this, and I do you shit in the woods?
If I have to, are you kidding me? What are you gonna do? Are you not gonna shit in the woods if we're camping? You gonna shit
No, I'd actually no, I didn't. My body is very, very good at knowing when I shouldn't shit. So I've never shit in an airplane because my body is just smart like that.
Me neither. Fun fact: I've never done it either.
So I did 5 days in
this
Rocky
is a
Mountain
weird,
National.
great conversation because I have a feeling that me and Rob have the same thing. Because Rob, I'm gonna tell you right now, I will go to a customer's house at like 9 a.m. and all of a sudden have a feeling of a dump rolling around. Like I'm saying, like heavy, where it's like need to be clenching and just making sure it won't happen. And then all of a sudden, no, I'm saying all of a sudden, then it gets like sucked back into Ray's hole, and all of a sudden, I don't need to shit for another couple hours. But then, all of a sudden, 7 hours, 8 hours later, yeah. See, unfortunately, what
I went.
Rob, you and I have the same time of shit.
When I was 18, I did 5 days in Rocky Mountain National, where there's everything on our backs. We didn't see anyone after the first 3 hours by ourselves. 5 days. I did not shit for those 5 days.
What?
And I didn't.
Well, no, that means you didn't drink enough water for sure.
Oh no, I just didn't shit just because my body was smart. I don't know. Once I got to the hotel room, I shit like 4 times.
There's no way you ate enough food then.
I was eating, dude. I'm just telling you, man. Your body is a crazy thing. I've gone a lot longer without pooping.
So wait, so you're telling me you're Paul Finch's ass, but like on another level? When I'm telling you another level, for Paul Finch is at the high school, just like regular level, and you're up on Mount Everest with your asshole clenching it for fucking days. Okay, you and your super colon are just on your way.
No, so after my car accident, right? I was in the hospital for no, this is a different story, but I was in the hospital for like 8 days.
You're right.
And they weren't going to release me. I didn't shit. Okay, I didn't shit for 8 days in the hospital because I was on so many medications and surgeries. And they weren't going to release me, but I didn't have insurance. And like eventually all the shit got paid because the stupid bitch that hit me. No, they were going to do it, but I was like, I don't want an enema. I was like, just let me go. I'll be fine on my own. Give me some X-Lax. So they let me go because I didn't have insurance at the time.
X-Lax, baby.
This bill, my bill was like $400,000.
Oh, I believe.
So I didn't shit for the next 3 days.
That.
So it was 11 days without shitting for me in that situation. So that's
dude,
you can go that long. I was eating.
Wait, so you don't shit once a day? Like if you're not,
no,
like,
I do now. I do.
No. I'm saying in normal, if you're not healthy, aka like you're sick or whatever, like I've never, Rob, I'll admit, I've never gone 1 day without taking at least one dump. Never been.
Right, your meat sweats. You eat more than anyone in the world.
No, that's a complete lie. You're talking me up.
You're
You're talking me up too much. I wish I could. I'd be.
No. In dire needs,
but
the human body does crazy things.
I'll give you that. The grease.
Like drug addicts, like definitely heroin. I think. If you're in like a heroin
dries
binge,
them up and everything, it makes sense, dude. Like
so like I'm saying, the human body can do a lot of crazy things.
No, but I'm you said that, but I laugh, but you're not wrong. That's what I said. The actual human, not even human. There's the grease from the sweats, the meat sweats, just oils up the Ray.
All right, I gotta chug this. Furious, I have Rams.
Oh yeah,
Jags Rams Super Bowl with Jags winning. That's wild. But hey, I mean, I think the Rams are a safe pick. But Colby, I pooped in the woods once. Awkward. Man, I don't want to. I have an awesome another poop story regarding my dad in a yard, but I don't want to do another poop story.
Dude, I should no. So this will make you laugh. Probably I had been in early middle school, so 6th grade, maybe 7th grade. Me, my mom, and my cousin, who was years older than me, so he's younger than you. We went up to Twin Lakes for Country Thunder, and it was literally just like moving wise of the cars. It was just Rob. Look, I'm saying it was just like the most inch to inch, and all of a sudden we had to take a shit, and there we were on the side of the woods, and well, Ray took care of business and wiped it with leaves.
That's real man shit. By the way, have you seen The Long Walk? Stephen King movie that just came out?
And no. If it just came out, no idea. No.
Oh, yeah, it's not in theaters anymore. I get all I get movies that are still in theaters in my awesome hookup. But dude, definitely watch that movie. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. It's Stephen King.
Longest walk. You said
The Long Walk.
The Long Walk. The Long Walk. Okay.
It's like similar to Hunger Games, but like think of like a dark Hunger Games that's just not Hunger Games.
I refuse to watch Hunger Games because I just know it was just
Jennifer Lawrence, baby, hottie. You're not a fan of her?
No, I didn't. Never said that.
But...
I saw her naked. That's all I needed to do. In movies,
all her shit got fucking leaked, man. I seen that shit too. Hell yeah.
Like Aaron Andrews.
Well, you know what's funny though is like Paris Hilton made her entire career off that sex tape. Same with fucking Kim Kardashian.
Well, I was literally you took the words out of my mouth. The Kardashians were not a name. It was the dad.
OJ's trial, OJ's murder trial, and a sex tape made the Kardashians.
No. The dad was a gold medalist. What's his name?
Oh,
Jenner.
that's a different
Bruce
side
Jenner.
of the family. Yeah,
I know,
it's not the dad anymore. It's the mom now. He had two mommies.
Yeah, right. I'm saying, but dude, the Jenner won fucking Olympic gold, and then you're having, dude. Honestly, that's the one thing that drives me insane about that family. You look at the before and after, like 2000 or even like 2005 images of all the family, including all the Kardashian sisters, and look at them now. It's literally like night and day, bro. It's disgusting.
Kim Kardashian's an alien.
Hey, Ray J.
No, she was super. I think she was pretty fine, man. That's not really my flavor, like the super dialed up, like high maintenance, like whatever.
No. Back
she is.
No, when he did that,
she was fine.
Dude, she was because she probably had some plastic surgery, but like it was more natural compared to now, where it's just like we all know, dude, especially Kylie Jenner, bro. Like, what the fuck? Have you seen her?
The bigger one?
No. That's the most famous one. Who's younger? The youngest one. It's the youngest one, dude. Rob, I'll text you pictures. It's just weird because she literally looks. She was an absolutely ugly alien-esque looking girl, and her sister got fucking cream pied and banged by a black dude, and got enough money to change her appearance, and now she is one of the most famous makeup artists in the country. So,
when do you think the line is going to be drawn? Because for me, obviously, I'm going to show Helen Hunt here. This is how plastic surgery can go really, really wrong.
I love it, right?
I'm
going to show this.
Plastic surgery can go really wrong here. So I'm saying is like as the Kardashians age, right, which is going to happen, and then the plastic surgery takes effect, and then they're going to really look really goofy. Is there a point where Bruce Jenner, which is now Caitlyn Jenner, which is now a chick, but was a gold medalist man, is she going to be prettier than the daughters at some point, just based on like default? Ooh. I'm just saying, like based on default, because they're not going to look like human beings, and she's still going to look like a lady.
Rob, I know this might be if a lot of our audience doesn't understand what I'm about to say, you will. Remember South Park with Michael Jackson? It was Mr. Jefferson. I'm saying like when his face melted off.
You're ignorant.
No, I'm saying when his face melted off, and it's just like I'm saying it was like disgustingly melted off.
Yeah.
Like I really do feel like there may be a point to where that entire family hits that level of like, no, not Helen. I won't give Helen that. I'm talking the Kardashians. That family has bad dudes juju that will come their way. That they honestly ruined those women. Ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. This is private property. What are you doing?
Just taking it all in.
You're staring at my daughter's bedroom.
She's really grown into her body. This is going to be a fun summer for her.
Oh my God. I've seen
GT.
I know
This is a safe space for every story. Shit stories, any story. I mean, I tell them all on the air. If you, this is my 5th year of doing the show, not all live streams, but the amount of shit I've said on the show, and they're all personal stories. Like, and the thing is, right? You know me. I tell that shit to like this cashier.
Go on to the next Colby. The next. He thinks he's new to this channel. Clearly.
No, he's not talking about shitting and seeing how Hunt picks.
Like,
man, this night took a turn. Well, yeah, once Ray got in here, and the comments, like the football comments, slowed down. We could do this all night.
Rob was going this way, and then Ray answered. Just took a left turn.
Yeah, I went out tonight. So, happy birthday to Big Ray. I gotta take some shots. Yeah, he will.
That's what I'm telling
Ray's
Rob.
getting old, so.
That's why I'm berating Rob to make sure that we have a little something.
We will. The Earth is a man's urinal. Yeah, I would.
Technically speaking, it really is.
There's a Ray shit in the woods, right?
Hey, Rob, thank you. Rob, thank you.
Well, I also shit in my room once. Felt a nice fart coming out, and I lifted my leg for an extra push, and I sharted all over the carpet. Oh, Jesus. Isn't that great that he lifted his leg to it? Don't we love it? I do the same thing.
That is epic. No, I do the same thing, but that is
epic. That's a great story.
No, that is epic. That's the fact that you fucking gambled all in on 21 coming on the turn, and you just lifted it up for that 7 you needed, and it came in 8.
Hey, at least that was Jason says at least that was a home game shit. You don't want to do it at a
no,
game.
Dude.
You don't want to shit on someone else's stuff.
When I've been working in my current job, I've done those not many times, but I've done it twice in 2 different branches. And I just called my managers and I was like, yeah, I need to go home. And they're like, why? Are you sick? I was like, meh. I mean, you could say that, but no, I'm not sick at all. I shit my britches. Speaking of
sick, GT best one. I started at a party, threw the boxers in the trash inside the RR rec room, maybe. When the mom of the house found it, and I started to help her find out who did it. That's like stealing someone's wallet and then helping them look for it afterwards. Like, it was you, but what are you supposed to do?
Epic. That is literally GT. That is like, you might as well be James Bond with a little fucking a little Elon. I'm just saying, like, with a little. I'm just saying that is good work, my man. Yeah, who clogged that toilet that I dropped in the biggest dump in that I left in a foot-long dump in there and clogged it? Who did that? Rob, he was helping the Hardy Boys. Yeah, the Hardy Boys.
Taking a dump on your home turf is so fucking fun. Or just like, it's a nice relaxing, like, here's the thing. We neither of us have kids, but I could see, I love it already, right? But I could see if I had like 3 or 4 kids, right? And like a bitch wife, and it was just like hectic in my house all the time. Like, my sanctuary would be my bathroom, right? Be jerking off in there, be taking shits in there. I'd stay in there for fucking 30 goddamn minutes, listen to a podcast, light some candles.
My bad. My upstairs main bathroom is my sanctuary.
That's where Ray sleeps. His toilet's a bed.
Yeah, I sleep where we're at right
now. Yeah, everyone does. That's like one of the first books, right? Everyone poops.
No, one of the first books I read was Say Golden Pony Boy, Outsiders.
No, but that's a book you give kids. Is Everyone Poops. You don't give.
I was giving it as a kid. What do you want,
dude? Doesn't Pony Boy shank somebody, or is it his friend that shanks?
Yeah, there's a lot of murder and death in it.
No, is it Pony Boy that shanks or is his friend? Is it Soda Pop?
No, it's his buddy. That's the one who dies, and he tells Pony Boy to stay golden.
Yeah, no. Who's the one that actually stabs one of the Soshas?
Johnny.
Okay. By the way, that movie probably one of the best up and coming cast of all time.
We need to do it. We really need to do a whole.
I gotta watch it again, but that's you get Tom
No,
Cruise with his bad teeth.
I just want to do a podcast on it just because exactly what you're throwing down. It is an epically crazy movie with the amount of actors in it.
Ray's first book was Mega Patriot. Damn straight, bro.
No, my first book was Ray was a little Ray, little Ray, little Ray. Ray was a little Ray, and then Rob rayed him.
That was terrible.
No,
that was just
me and my childhood. So what do you want?
I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
So you throw that shit on me.
I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
Speaking of a crazy movie, Roadhouse is like top 5 craziest movies ever.
Roadhouse.
What a great movie.
That's another thing that we need to do just to literally give the love and respect that he deserves is
Swayze?
Yeah. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, a lot of range. Just super attractive. Girls loved him, guys loved him. Like, that's the thing, is when you can conquer that, when like guys love you and girls love you, right? Like all the girls want to bang Patrick Swayze. And like, he made smoking cool.
And then don't you think he probably would have he would have had a different, like the same level but different, like a different path career if he didn't die of like main character from Field of Dreams.
Kevin Costner?
Yes.
I'm
saying just as successful but different because he had a different realm of acting.
I think Swayze is 10 times better than Costner. I like Kevin Costner. Patrick Swayze was
that's why I want to ask, because I like that.
You know, the thing is, they used his physicality so much because, you know, he was awesome at dancing. He looked good with his shirt off. He was an awesome fighter. Like, he had, like, you know, not so much he was actually a real life fighter, but like he was like trained in judo and shit. Like, so like he had all those elements.
So he was,
but I feel like as a dramatic actor, he could have been great because in Ghost, he kills it.
Oh,
Ghost, bro.
So
Demi
like,
Moore,
I'm saying to your point, he was like a combination of like a top Claude Van Damme with whatever, you know, that era, you know, dramatic actor you want to put in, like a combination of that.
Patrick Swayze was a unicorn.
Better.
He was a one of one. Like, there's
Right.
not any other Patrick Swayze because he had the, you know, he was believable. Like I said, both women and men liked him. He was awesome. Jay says Rob telling his experience at the swinger party was epic. Yeah, I bring that one up about once a year. So, you know, again, my wife knows about that. So this was obviously way before I met my wife. I was a young buck, ready to fuck. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time. And a great way to stay in shape too. GT Ray's last book will be How the NFL Was Scripted. She's reading that one now.
That will not be my last book, my man. That'll be one of my last books.
Ray coming out with a cookbook, Meat Sweat's Seasonal Grill.
Oh, Mouse South, I like it. Mouse South, if I do that, will you be the first one to buy it? Is what I need to know. I need to have a base to do those things.
You need to sell at least like 200 copies to be like a, you know, an author.
Well, you and him are two. Well, I'm well on my way.
I'm buying the audiobook, motherfucker. I ain't buying the fucking book, audiobook. Right, you get audio.
He's already just not helping me out here. All right.
It depends on what the book is. If it's a seasonal grill thing, I do like to grill.
No,
so
it will be a picture book, you fuck.
I'm in.
Okay, well,
naked ladies on it?
You're in. Well, you know, for the particular, you know, things you want to cook, yes. Every time there'll just be a double-sided page of naked ladies where you're leading up to the you know what you want to cook from my what I would think you would want to cook. All of a sudden, you're just flipping through. Oh, there's naked lady. Oh, naked lady. And then you flip.
Ray, do you know what quote this is from? What quote is it? What movie is this from? I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. I think the quote might be wrong day to quit drinking, but don't search it.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Like Jason,
you just mentioned it. You just mentioned this movie and this character the other day.
Well, then tell me.
Independence Day, when he's trying to like figure out like they're not even off the ground yet. He activates the missile.
Is it his dad? Goldblum's dad?
No, it's fucking Quaid, dude. I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. It's the wrong day or wrong. I think it's the wrong day.
Whatever. No, but that makes sense. Him of all characters, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The audiobook has a ton of heavy breathing between the sentences. And far. Jesus. We love it. We love it. All right. I think we're wrapped up here. We got Jason here. Mouth, you dirty dog. Someone's got to fix stuff. Got to have Trumpers to make the world go round. Here we go. That's I don't like to get in any of these politics things. You know where I lay. I'm right. I go right down, maybe not right down the middle. I don't know. What do you think, Ray? Give them your take. What are my political beliefs, Ray? I know they piss you off.
Not necessarily. Yeah. It's just that you just don't care. That pisses me off because you should.
There
care.
It is.
But
I more care about where Chris Olave's ADP is going to be next year. That affects me more. That does affect me more. By the way, I saw a couple people early mock drafts and early ADPs.
Shout out about that kid. Shout out Chris.
Wide receiver 12. They were saying wide receiver 12, which would be like a 2-3 turn pick.
But I'm saying shout out to him. Like when I say this, I'm literally talking about ignorance. When I say like, go ahead and help me out, like the fact that guy played through a blood clot, and again, I assume 100% that he had no idea about it. But the fact that he played through, dude.
He was always in the injury reports too, bro.
But I'm just saying, like, he got me 25 points, tell me what my game. Like, I don't know. Like,
I love me some fucking Chris Olave.
And Dakota, I love Olave too. I'm just saying, I just can't believe that, like, he actually, like, has an, like, health issue that, like, more than his physical, hamstring or even, unfortunately, the fucking concussion multiples that he's had.
What a smash pick. Him and George Pickens won me so much money this year. Javonte Williams, George Pickens, and like those three. And then Tucker Kraft still actually, dude, I know Rob, crazy he didn't play.
Fuck you. The fact you didn't really call it your main guy. Are you kidding me?
Michael Wilson?
Yeah,
I'm talking about but I touted Michael Wilson on this stream for 10 days straight before everyone picked him up. But I'm saying, like, I was touting Olave, Pickens, and Javonte Williams and Tucker Kraft all off season last year.
And you did help. You called out in a good way, and you just did
Parker Washington, you fuck.
Hey, he almost helped me.
I hit all those guys like from weeks 10 to 13. I hit like they weren't even the obvious pickup, honestly. But remember how obsessed I was with Parker Washington and obsessed I was with Michael Wilson, and like I'm pissed I dropped Parker Washington once Brian Thomas came back and they traded for Jacoby Myers. I got 3 weeks out of Parker though, which is all I needed. But I don't think I would have had the balls to start him, even though like he was started against me in 4 championship games. But like I know, well, in our league's different, Ray. We have 3 receiver spots and 2 flexes. So it's like you got to start almost everybody. Dakota, is Def Jam's How to Be a Player a classic movie? I don't know that movie, so.
But I don't know it either, but Def Jams is a classic. A whole classic. Just, I mean, music, video games.
Is that like Don't Be a Menace, that movie? I'm guessing it's something like that?
No,
I would say Friday is a classic movie. I'm just naming off African-American movies.
No, I know. I'm just Jeff Jams movies. Because I know for sure that video games, Def Jams. Because that was like the 50 Cent games.
You know what's crazy? We have 0 subs in this video. I've been getting no sub. Like I feel like all the people that are watching are just my like 70 people that are in the Discord. And
Dude, I've been
Rob,
I'm telling you right now, I've been berating my friends who I know for a goddamn fact. They may watch us, they don't subscribe to us. I'm like, just fucking subscribe. You're not gonna all of a sudden you subscribe and you see me and Rob's face on every time you come up to YouTube, and it's like, oh, here we are. It's like that's not how it works unless you watch.
Yeah, I don't
us
want them
enough.
though. I want loyal people. I don't want people that aren't going to watch to subscribe. I don't care about that. I want actual people that.
Do you understand what I'm saying here?
I do. Why not? It's worth a sub, right? Like, why the hell not?
I mean, it's like my friends.
Free.
I'm saying.
And if they play fantasy football and if they gamble, they're going to be making money.
And they do all three. They're friends with me. Yeah. They gamble and they play fantasy.
All right, a couple more comments here. Rasheed Rice has issues. I just read this now. Rasheed Rice has domestic abuse from ex-girlfriend. Jesus fuck. I mean, you never know with these fucking things. Is he guilty? Is he not? I mean, obviously Quinshon Judkins got that screwed him over a little bit, but he was fine. He didn't do it. But like Rasheed Rice, unfortunately, there's already been smoke.
Rob, before you go any one word farther to try to back him up, we know what he did on that crash, and I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying is you already have character issues with the guy, so it's
okay, yeah.
It's one thing when Quinshon Judkins, I didn't know much of his background, but that was like his first strike. Like this is now second strike for Rasheed Rice, and now you're looking at one. Even if he gets acquitted of this or whatever, if nothing comes of it, now you're looking at a third strike situation. Unless you're Michael Irvin, okay, Irvin, you don't get off on these things. Colby,
dude, by the way, Michael Irvin was coked the fuck out after those Miami games.
Dude, he's always coked out.
I know. I'm saying I'm saying after every those wins in the championship, the college playoff, his eyes were. I don't know, man. He was a
thoughts on Harbaugh getting canned and people blaming Lamar for it. Harbaugh deserved to go. It was just 18 years too long. He just was too long for that job. And it was either Harbaugh or Lamar. And from what I heard, insider information, they weren't going to fire him. They had a meeting. I'm guessing he didn't defend Lamar like they wanted him to because Lamar was the problem this year, whether it was his health, his performance. And that's probably where it was. I said, you know what? You're not really helping this team anymore, even though he did lead him to a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco.
That's not all. No. That's not all. The front office and the ownership wanted Monken gone. And he said, no, I'm not firing Todd Monken. And they're like, okay. And they're like, okay, well then, bye-bye. And also on top of that, Rob, the entire offensive side of the locker room completely lost all hope and trust and anything in him. But I'm saying more importantly, why he was fired from, at least what I understand, is that the front office wanted him to fire Monken, and he was like, no, not doing it. And they're like, okay, well, have fun with him. And he will. Because that means he'll get the money that they'll pay out from the rest of his contract and get a mega contract from another team, like the Giants or the Raiders or who knows, So John Harbaugh don't have to worry about shit. He's going to make a lot of money.
Miles, trumpets provide comic relief and verbal punching bags. You do your part for society, Jason. By the way, Todd Bowles was a DEI hire, dead on arrival. What is that? DEI? What is that?
DEI means domestic, basically just a domestic hire for layman's terms.
Oh, yeah, Todd Bowles is amazing. Hey, guys, Todd Bowles is amazing coordinator, just bad head coach. And I think his coordinating has kind of gone on.
But I'm saying Jason's not. I'm saying Mouth is not technically wrong to I'm not saying Todd Bowles was that exactly, but you know how the Rooney Rule. So there's that. Todd Bowles was a Rooney Rule hire, at least not a hire, but an interview, and he clearly killed the hire or the interview, so he was hired.
Dakota says Ray goes on too many beer fueled rants and people have no clue what's going on, so they can't sub. Well, that's on them because the idea is that the rants are good. We can control them a little better, but I think the rants are good. And that's their loss, right? That's their fucking loss because also Ray is one of 7 co-hosts in the show. And somehow even when Storey's on here, which would counteract what Dakota's saying, right? Like Storey's very concise and everything is, right in front of you. They're still not subscribing then. So the thing is I get the subs in the before the season starts, I feel like. When I'm doing my best ball drafts, I'm doing all my 26 fan tracks drafts. And I think that's where the growth is going to be. I'm fine with the cult following we have now because that's actually way more intimate. I actually know every single person in here. So I do appreciate that, that idea. This is a good one. GT in Irving's defense, Depp and Scorsese have had amazing coke fueled careers. Scorsese, definitely. Johnny Depp, he's really fell off. But I think Scorsese was more of a cokehead than Depp, but I could be wrong.
Did Johnny Depp not like? Why are people so hating on him? Did he not get fucking let off by like that cunt just fucking like lying about everything? Like, I mean, Johnny
I do love Amber Heard just because Pineapple Express
was not. When I say this, I'm not saying Johnny Depp was totally in the fucking like clear. She lied about every 100% piece of thing, but like. It's just like I don't know, man, dude. Like bringing that, I'm saying at least that shit up. Like it's the same shit. That, I'm saying
DEI is diversity, equity, and
bros.
inclusion. Yeah, diversity, equity, and inclusion for DEI. I never heard that before. You learn something new every day. Jason, I got 3 things to say. Kevin James. I don't think is Kevin James is he a lib?
No, but Rob, he you now remember that mostly like his most famous like thing. He was I think it was the Indianapolis 500. I got 3 things to say. God bless our troops.
Oh,
God bless America, and gentlemen, start your
now I remember. I wish that was Chris Farley saying that personally, but I just got 3 things to say. I don't think Maduro believed boy fuel is going to be cheaper. What does that mean, Ray?
That's a Saturday question.
Okay.
Jason,
I haven't seen Storey in a while.
I'll call you and tell you personally.
Wally loves Storey. Storey will be on tomorrow nights. He will be on Sunday nights and Monday night. He hasn't been on as much
lately.
Well, he was out of town for that stretch, and he's only been on twice a week because we haven't been doing as many shows.
A little less.
Of course, he misses you, Wally. Don't be sad, Ray. Just being a dick. You did look kind of sad when I was reading that comment. Lupus asked Lamar is
First
Lamar
off,
in
no, go
Cancun.
back. I'm saying you're a fucking baller, bro. You've been here like day in and day out.
See, this is the beauty of the show, though, is because Mouth, obviously, you and Mouth, Ray, have disagreements on politics. You were on a show. Doesn't mean, and me and you, I mean, again, I'm not exactly a liberal, but I'm definitely not a conservative. And, maybe I lean that way. Maybe, who knows? I'm saying I don't care about politics. I mean, you are great friends. And you care a lot about it. I don't give a shit about it. And we can all still be friends.
No,
right?
I'm telling you right now, though. I told Mouth when I joined the Discord and me and him talked like one-on-one. I told him like, I told him, yeah, like I'm a Trump supporter. And he's like, well, I don't like that, but fuck it, you're a good guy. Like, I'm like, yeah, like I don't care. You hate him either. Like, this is America. You can have your own opinions and fucking things you want. As long as you give us equal respect. That's all we want.
Wally says, didn't his ex-wife take a shit on his chest, or am I tripping? No, didn't Amber Heard take a shit on Johnny Depp's bed?
I really think that Wally might be right about that.
No, he said that the ex-wife, yeah. I don't. Maybe he took a shit. I mean, again,
no. I'm saying I'm talking about the
Amber Heard's pretty hot. She could take a shit.
I'm saying like I think she might have taken a dump on his chest, and Johnny Depp might have been just high on cocaine and drunk.
No, it was the bed. That was the whole fucking court thing. Was that Johnny Depp was like, she took a shit on my bed.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And it wasn't dog shit because they had like a little chihuahua, and it was like a human shit. Right now, Amber Heard, I can't even see taking shits because she's pretty, and pretty girls don't take poops. We all know this.
No, we don't. Women take the worst dumps and sharts in the world.
Really?
Dude, it's a scientific fucking thing, bro. I'm saying just look it up. Like women have smellier farts and shits than men, which is
Colby. I definitely don't. Rob, you definitely don't pay attention to politics. You don't know what DEI is. It's a big ideal for a couple years now in politic world. I don't care about any of that shit. I care about trying to be a good person and being a good friend and fantasy football and gambling and porn. I like porn. I like my dogs. I like playing golf. I like bowling. I like playing drums. I like video games.
He loves playing. And by the way, he loves playing golf. His whole life has been golf for a majority of his life. And me and him have never golfed once together. And we live 20 minutes from apart.
You don't? Okay, dude. Jesus.
That's right.
I'll say this.
That's right. I'm calling you out just to make you.
Now we can play.
Oh, now.
Well, now I'm not. I worked at a country club. I got free golf, and I couldn't.
I don't care about that. I'll pay for your round. I just want to golf with you.
Like, all right, on record.
You can teach me. You're better than me. I know you know. You can teach me. I'm not even like trying to fuck with you on that. I'm being honest.
Ray, I'd give you 30 strokes. I was pretty rusty last year.
I did ask him for golf help, and he just said he'll give me 30 strokes. That is not a...
Dude, I'm fucking with you. GT, I definitely saw that with Amber Heard, like possibly doing blow during the trial. There was all that. Did you see that?
Bro, that was so weird, dude.
She was definitely snorting some shit, man.
That was the same shit of when Hunter Biden was up with the Bidens on like the upper thing in the White House, and he like turned around, he was just like, and like he turned around, he was all like, I mean, same shit, dude. It's so weird. Like, why do people think they can get away with that when there's literally when you're famous like that? There are all angles on you at all times. Like,
yeah, it's like trying to get away with spitting on someone in an NFL game. It doesn't work. You're gonna get caught.
Or turning around like I'm DK Metcalf and punching a guy right in the face. It's like, yeah, no, like not gonna get away with that, man.
Colby's favorite non-porn book to jerk off to is Meat Sweat's Seasonal Grill. Got pictures of Ray. It's got pictures of meat.
Well, I mean, if you want that, Colby, I mean, Rob will have to, here's the thing. I will do that. I will cook many meats that'll be perfectly cooked, but Rob has to be the photographer, and he won't do that. So,
whoa, Dakota, right? Rob comes off as a guy who doesn't play with 28 handicaps, slows down the round too much.
No,
I do play really fast, but no, I like playing with all. Like, actually, some of my best rounds are with guys that shoot over 100 because I'm just like chill. I could really take my time because I think
that would be you and me. I told you, I'm everybody. I don't lie.
You play pretty quick.
No, but I'm saying I would love to golf more, but my job is normally busy in the summer. My average, I'm not even lying, like any day of the week, I'm going to shoot 118. I'm not happy about it, but like that's a consistency of me. So Rob's saying like, okay, so I can do half of that and just fucking be calm and just do what I need to do with Ray and smoke with them, drink with them, do whatever. Well, you don't smoke anymore, but
Jason, come down to my place. Round is on me, Ray and Rob. I'll give you 5 strokes of my home course.
I would, Rob, I would love for us to make a fucking boys trip to go do that.
It'd be a pilgrimage.
Okay.
No, you know what we do? No, what I was thinking of doing, Ray. This is a great. First of all, Jason, you don't want to give me 5 strokes. Like I'm not fucking with you.
No, what you need to do is bet him your flight. Bet your flight down there. If he's that confident.
No, what I'll do, Jason. No, not that. I will go down there. If you give me 5 strokes, I will pay. If you beat me, I will get you in the Professional Fanatics, the Patreon for life. You're already in there now for life, for free. I'll take you off the membership thing. You don't have to pay it. You'll have all the perks, and I'll also have my wife fuck you. If you give me 5 strokes in your home course and you beat me.
So it sounds like that. It means you and me need to go down there because I found out. I'm saying I found out that where I made that speech, my buddy's sister, the youngest brother, who is the oldest brother of the sister who got married, they live like 20 minutes, 30 minutes from him.
Jason told me he's like a 10 handicap. He said he shoots like low 80s. He's a long drive guy, which is cool. But Jason, what is it's like a 10, right? As long as you're not a scratch, then I won't do that. But if you're a 10,
Colby says they say if you do more than 3 strokes, then you're playing with it.
3 strokes? Yeah, 3 strokks.
No, you didn't hear
what's
me.
Your handicap?
No, he said it's just like the song in the Blink-182. He says they say if you do more than 3 strokes, then you're playing with it.
Yeah, I'm always playing with mine.
Yeah.
Mount, just because Trump is an evil fuck doesn't mean the Dems are much better. They are criminals too. That is what I always say. Right? Like, I don't like any of them. It's a crooked thing.
He's not wrong, and I agree.
Colby worked at a golf course for 8 years. Hey, yeah, I worked at a country club for 19 years. You know, you're probably like, this guy looks so young. How did he do that? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Rob, go ahead and tell this class what is your lowest score shot at that course?
66 at my course. That's actually my lowest score ever because that's 6 under par. That's a country club. Yeah, I struggle with long courses, so I'm not ever breaking par at a 7,000 yard course. I shoot like 75. So if it's 7,000 yards, then maybe you have a chance because you hit the ball far. But giving me 5 strokes, probably not great. I'm curious to see what he says.
By the way, I'm saying that song was from, right? Well, that once they go back to that. go back to the
Betting
last
both
comment.
Rob and Ray. Sorry, what is
No,
the
go back,
comment?
go back. No, real quick. Just go back to the last comment. Just read it one more time. Oh, God damn it. Not that one. They say, yeah. Oh, all right. You're way past. Just go on. I'm sorry.
They say if you do more than 3 strokes.
Yeah, I'm saying, that's a song. You know what that's from?
Mm-mm.
Good Charlotte. Their major
I
song.
hate that guy. He took over Dave Navarro's spot on Ink Master. He's terrible.
Oh, one of the Madden brothers.
Yeah, what a clown. The only Madden I like is John Madden. Betting both Rob and Ray get a hole in one. I actually.
Yeah, you'll be betting
Ray,
a long time for me.
I have 3 hole in ones. I actually have one in a par 4.
You know what? You putting a hole in me doesn't count as one. Okay.
Ooh.
God, did I just say
Good
that?
Charlotte.
Oh, God.
Love you, Jason. Let me know what your handicap is, and we can actually figure out. Either way, to his point, though, I'm going to go back to a super. To his point, I was thinking about this. Probably won't happen now. It's got to wait when I actually can make money and like actually have this as a career and like actually have like expendable income. I would find a way to, and anyone could come, but I could find a way for like the top 5 people or do random draws for the Fanatics and do like a pilgrimage every year to Vegas or something. Or maybe it could be Jason's fucking place in a professional Fanatics, like, a convention, like a trip, just like a guy's trip, right?
Boys trip, right? Gals included if they want to come. I'm saying, whatever goes with it, our fans, they want to come, whatever. But I'm saying, yeah, I mean, dude, like, that can definitely be a thing.
Every like March or something, or we do it for the NFL draft or something. I think Vegas is a great spot just because.
Dude, what if we did it every place that the draft was at?
No, I don't want to go to the draft. I think that's I won't go there.
Did you even go to the draft when it was in Chicago, you fucking turd?
No, I don't want to go to the fucking draft. That's gay, dude.
You're fucking lame, bro.
The first round takes like 5 hours. Did you watch the picks be read? That's super gay.
I was there by myself because my friends literally I was there both years that it was in Chicago. The first year I had a group of friends that went. The second year that was when it was like it wasn't pouring rain. It was like, if you remember, it was like not great weather. Either way, I had friends tell me, "Oh yeah, I'll go." Nobody went, and I took time off of work, and I went downtown, and they're like, "Yeah, Ray, we're not going." I'm like, "Fuck you!" I went by myself. You know what? That was the draft we drafted because that was the draft back-to-back Kevin White and Leonard Floyd.
Yeah.
So of course, great draft picks back-to-back. Leonard Floyd Leonard Floyd wasn't a half bad pick overall in his career, but for the Bears it was terrible. But my point is, that second draft when Floyd was picked, I went by myself, bro. Like, because I'm saying I took time off and I went down there.
You're a big Bears fan,
dude. No friends. You know what it was? Me just being a man of the people.
Yeah.
You know what it was? I had 24-ounce beers like this, Rob.
Fucking A, dude. GT, I heard Dave Navarro was a massive douche. Can't remember where, but I think it was a podcast. Yeah, Dave Navarro is a massive douche, but I liked him on the show. I feel like he's way better than that clown Madden. So,
wasn't Dave Navarro?
Have a good...
Wait. Dave Navarro is he's the drummer of fucking.
No, he's a guitar player. He was the guitar player of not Faith No More. It was
it was
the hell is
God.
it? Kind of a couple one-hit wonder.
I want to no, it was more than.
Well, no, he was Red Hot Chili Peppers for one album. I know that.
No, but it was God, I want to say the one that Jane's Addiction. That's I want to say the heroin addict lead singer that died.
Yeah, and then Chili Peppers for one
for Jane's Addiction is not even a couple one-hit wonders. Like fuck off with that.
I don't know.
With you.
Dakota says Bears have a good draft pick once in a decade. Well, we got Caleb Williams, and we've had more than that. It hasn't been great.
Okay, well, the way Dakota, fuck off with the way that you just said that Bears have a good draft pick once a decade. That means you're telling me since so that'll be 2006. The Bears have had 2 good draft picks. Fuck you.
That's not right.
That's what I read. The Bears have had.
I think he's trying to get under your skin. See,
of course he is.
He's working.
But you know what's funny, Dakota, is that the Bears have had really bad drafts in the past 5-6 years.
Some really bad ones. We have some really good ones though too.
But no. But then, Rob, who comes along? Ben Johnson, and this draft of Ben Johnson, I believe, I'm saying we drafted he was not a Kalmanung guy. Ben Johnson did not put his name on that fucker at all.
No, I'm just saying that was also a pick.
I'm talking Ben Johnson this year. Ben Johnson, there was one cornerback that we drafted in, I think, the 5th or 6th round. He had some personal reasons why he was never around. Otherwise, pretty much every single draft pick that Ben Johnson drafted has played and done things to help us out.
I think you might be right. And you know what? Dakota, just tell us everything.
Good. Tell me everything.
Okay, they were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no, don't tell me everything. What? No, what?
Damn it, Bonnie.
Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit, tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less. Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
So is it possible, real quick, that Mac might be the best character just overall from everything that he's done? And that I've recently just thought I really don't think that. I'm just asking you because, like, with Fat Mac, I'm saying when he says just tell us less, and the fact like the way that he projects his hate towards his own wife in real life with D, it's so good.
He's the most valuable because he's the creator and he's the main writer. Like he is the, it's like he's
I guess I shouldn't say the best. I should have rephrased it being like
because now he's not funny. Now the last 2 seasons he's not good.
Yeah, no,
like, now he's not off. He's not. He doesn't offer anything. So
no, but I think that also has to do a lot with the whole Wrexham thing too. Like he's just sort of maybe I'm wrong, but
no. All right, that's it for us, boys. We gotta get off. Draft tomorrow night. Those of you in there, it's gonna be awesome. If you're not in there,
hey, are we doing this live or what?
No, me and Storey has to FaceTime in because he can't come over and he's co-managing the team. So I can't be doing all those things at once. I can't have a conversation with him and have the live. And also I'm Amish. I don't know how to I gotta have Ben come over here, who was on the show earlier today. I gotta have him show me. I gotta get a separate monitor because I'm kind of Amish.
Okay, how about
show me how to screen share?
I can stream it live.
Go ahead.
I'm asking you.
Oh, do it.
Okay. I can do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Buckets playing Rucker. Sid Luckman, Gail Sayers, Buckets, Peyton, Rucker Briggs. He's naming our picks. Is Grandma's Boy a classic? I think Grandma's Boy is a cult classic for sure.
It is
almost a classic.
Grandma's Boy is the meaning of an all-time cult classic because that movie was a total failure in the theaters. As a matter of fact, I saw it in theaters in middle school. It was in there for 2 weeks. And I remember laughing my ass off. I literally in theaters, I thought it was one of the funniest things in my age. I was in middle school. So, of course, I would think it was that one of the funniest things I ever saw. But it really, still to this day, it is one of the funniest movies I ever saw. And then when it came out on DVD, that's because Nick Swartzen literally even said that's why there's no original movies anymore. Because movies like that, where, writers and comedians and all different types of movie people, writers would go to executives and companies with original ideas, they call it IPs now. So there's no IP like Star Wars has an IP of an old history. Movie execs and companies don't want to do that anymore because that's why. Because that type of movie, Grandma's Boy, which was it is an all-time classic, but it's a cult classic. Meaning, if you don't know what it is, you don't know it, and if you know it, you fucking love it. But I'm saying Robin, I don't know if you know this. Swartzen said that it made maybe like 30, 40, or 40, less than that, maybe like 20, 30 million in the box office. And it made over 100 million in DVD sales. And by the way, he said it was the #1 stolen DVD at Blockbuster because the Blockbuster exec hit him up being like, fucking Grandma's Boy.
It's a classic. Mouth. Yeah, dude. Ray and Mouth, me, you, and us four. If we want to do just like a 30-minute draft recap, and then me and Storey, I haven't had Storey on for his playoff takes, so I'm trying to get everyone on for their playoff takes. So us four can do just a little 30-minute, go team by team, give our grades, and talk about the draft. So it'll probably be 11 p.m. because the draft will probably take around an hour and 20 minutes. Let's see. I don't know what this podcast is, but you have a Buckeyes jersey and you're playing Sunny Clips. I'm here for it. Hey-o. It's actually it's better than a Buckeyes jersey. It's a Haskins signed jersey. It's a Haskins signed jersey. So even better. This is the wackiest, best fantasy gambling NFL show ever that we do a lot of other stuff too. So glad you're on. Subscribe and you joined towards the back end. We're 2 hours and 40 minutes in. Tomorrow night we'll be on for another banger. I think we're gonna be on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just because it's a big weekend. So I appreciate all you guys. Ray, thank you. All the super chats, y'all are awesome. And by the way, if you want to support the show, hop on over to the Patreon. Link in the description. Get your ass in the Discord. That's 74 people strong right now in the chat. And what do we call it again? We call it the
Rob, I believe
the
it's
place to be.
The place to be.
Sir, what do you call it, Kramer? It was. Come on, Rudy. Come on. We call it the place. The place to be. Yes.
Jason's
taking Rogers fourth.
What I'm saying, I'll live stream it because, like Rob said, he's the only him and Storey are the only people who are having their splitting a team. The rest of us have our own team. So Rob just said he's cool with it. I'll live stream I'll live stream in, and then Rob can just hop in. That's what Rob, if you're cool with that, maybe we should do that. I'll live stream the draft, and then you send send the links into Storey and Mouth. And then once it ends, then you guys hop on in, and then we just.
How are you going to live stream the draft, though?
How did I host your?
That's different. I can host the show too. I have issues. I need a separate monitor.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because immediately
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Anyways, did you guys pick the Bills or the Jags? I'm taking the Bills, but I'm not that confident.
Take the Bills.
My pick is over.
It's a 50-50 because the Jags are playing so well. But they got Josh Allen, but Josh Allen, like Rob said, is hurt. So
we don't know. We don't know how hurt he is. We don't know.
Right.
So the week could have given a bunch. If that week did the body good, right? Then I take the Bills. If Josh, and we're not going to know until the game starts. That's the problem. If I knew Josh Allen was 90% healthy, I'm taking the Bills all day long. So, all right, we're out of here. Ray, thank you. You're the shits. Everyone in the chat, all the supers, appreciate all you guys. Look forward to the draft tomorrow. Talk to you guys in the Discord. We'll be in there. I'll be in there tonight talking to you guys and sending you guys some dick pics and shit like that. So, all right. Love your life. Stay positive. Respect each other. We're out of here. Thanks, Ray. Happy birthday on Friday again. Everyone, wish Ray happy birthday.